Welcome in, viewers, friends, banana enthusiasts. It's time for yet another very normal, very regularly scheduled, very important steak stream here at Steak and Jake. I hope you all are full of potassium and ready for more progress to be made in what might be the single best game in mankind's history. We're celebrating the Chinese New Year and playing some banana today. The goal for today, we will be attempting to top out at 10 clicks per second at some point. Though for now, we are going to be warming up the finger.
Maybe at time you cut that crap off LMAO.
What crap, dear viewer Biggie Migs? I was just about to tell you that we are going to be attempting to hit 10,000 banana clicks today. I know it is an ambitious goal, but I believe that with you all here with me, we will achieve it in this very serious, very normal, very regular Steak and Jake stream. You all know that I have been spending all my time recently trying to become the #1 banana player NA. There's nothing more that I wish. Very little else that I desire than become a true clicker of the banana. Let's check the inventory. We have nothing. That is fine. We will find it here today. We don't need anything in inventory. All we need is banana. Checking for drops. I don't really know what that means. Does that mean something in inventory? No. Okay, fantastic. I would not want anything to distract us from our banana. I don't know what I'm looking at there. Moving on. Well, time to whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey. Why are you unsubbing, Biggie Migs? You've been subscribed to me for months. Months of beautiful banana content. Months of peeling back the yellow layers of our friendship. Why would you abandon me now on what is just another normal stream? There was nothing extravagant happening here. There was nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing atypical. So what would does that make you say such a thing, if I may ask? Oh, okay, of course. Showing the beast another very normal part. Oh! He wanted anything else. Okay, understandable. I will fulfill your orders in the order they came in, Biggie Migs. Let me go and find the beast with which I will show it to you. Oop. I'll be back momentarily. Here's our child. The child of the banana, truly. Doc, let's look at the camera. Say thanks to everyone. Come on, Doc. Oh, that was close. There you are. Aren't you grateful? It's because of our banana factors. Banana factors. That you were able to be fed. You should be very thankful to them. Are you thankful to them, Doc? Doc, look at me. Doc, look at me when I'm talking to you. Doc, look at me. Doc. Look at me, Doc. My child, look at me. Are you grateful? I don't think he's grateful. He's attempting to hurt me, despite the love and care I have shown him. Does he look grateful to you guys? It's hard to tell. His claw has gotten stuck in my t-shirt. I think I need to trim his claws again. They have gotten rather sharp. Doc, I need you to remove your claw from my t-shirt so that I may safely deposit you. Can you do that for me? Thank you. And now we must continue on to the next order. Doc doesn't want to see you play with your banana on stream. Well, it wouldn't be the first time my banana had been shown on stream, after all. Not that anyone needs to know about that. I'm also realizing I'm very disappointed in myself. That why is there patty points? Why did you buy these redeems as patty points? I could have sworn there were potassium points. Has someone at Twitch pranked me for April Fools? I am aware that today is the 1st of April in the year of our Lord, 2025. However, that seems very rude of Twitch to replace my name and icon with a burger patty? Ugh. You all know that I have been vegan since I was 2 days old. I tasted my mother's milk once, and I knew that instantly, upon that first suckle, that taking the life force from any other being was wrong. Since then, I was on vegan-only milk until I was old enough to eat, and I have eaten exclusively applesauce, nuts, and bananas since that day, as you all know, as regular viewers of the chat know. So for Twitch to give me a burger patty, I can cope and hope that as a pixelated black bean burger and not something made with beef. But still, that is insulting. I am going to have to send a strongly worded email to Twitch after the stream concludes. You would not be vegan even if all meat was gone from the world? Well, first off, that just doesn't make much sense. I think I would be vegan by necessity. Well, I suppose you just say meat. So one could still consume cheese and milk and butter. But no, never. I am a pure soul. I have a digestive tract as unsullied as the dewdrops on a leaf on a cool summer morning. And I would never sully my tract with the blood of another being. Welcome in, Ninja. Welcome into your totally normal Steak and Jake stream. We are just about to spin the wheel as our beloved banana factor, Biggie Miggs, has redeemed a spicy wheel spin. Do I have all the hot sauces that I currently have here? I feel like I'm missing some. Let me go look at, let's see. What do blood? Well, I was just talking about how, as renowned vegan, Steak and Jake, I would never eat anything from another animal. Nothing bloody. That would be horrible. But hot sauce, most of the time, is vegan, so we're safe there. What is happening? Oh, we're just having a completely normal Steak and Jake stream on the 1st of April. Some may call this day April Fools, but I subscribe to no such niceties. I am here to bring you all the content you expect from this channel, day in, day out. Come rain or shine, come weekend or silly holiday. Anyways, the quince sauce has been selected. That is a pretty spicy one. I'll be grabbing myself a thin slice of bread or a cracker if we have a cracker, and the sauce, and then I'll be right back. Who are you? Give me steak back? I am Steak. You know, my name is ironic, you must remember. I am Steak because, you know, a cow has a soul. A cow has hopes and dreams. and yet big meat, big meat, big meat, reduce a beautiful baby cow to oh so much meat, to steaks, depriving them of their soul and the sanctity of a proper burial. My name is a protest against that. If a cow is but a steak, then I, a human, am but a steak. The origin of my name, for those who do not know, for new viewers coming in today. Steak has lost his mind. My mind has not been lost. It has merely been elevated to such a high plane of existence that you, dear Biggie Miggs, cannot perceive it. I hope one day you can ascend to my level, and that we may engage in civil discourse. He played too much Bazaar as the pig guy and became vegan, oh no? Well, I do think Pygmalion is a very smart individual. Now that is a man who knows how to make some good investments. But enough procrastination. I have an order to fulfill. I will be back with the quince sauce, and you all will get to witness me flagellate my tongue for your entertainment. Apologies for the wait, my lovely viewers. I have returned with some chips, upon which the hot sauce may be filled. I was trying to find one whole chip, but I did not succeed in the bag. I'm afraid the bag is mostly empty. So I got 3 half chips, which I feel should work well enough. This is a quince sauce. Quince itself is a fruit, so you might think this is a cop-out, but in fact, the habanero pepper puree that is used in this, in addition to a few other peppers, helps to keep it plenty spicy. I deserve nothing less. Oof, now that is quite a lot. That is a healthy dollop. As coating that top chip. And this is strong stuff too. I confess I wish I had been less generous in that pour, but we are here. We shall not let this quality hot sauce go to waste. Alley-oop. Oh. Whew. My. What a sauce indeed. Alright, Mr. Steak, can you have a vegan chicken burger? A vegan chicken burger? Well, if you mean a vegan chickpea burger, yes, of course. We have a beautiful chickpea burger at our 100% vegan-free diner. Doesn't that look lovely? Some nice carrots, chickpea mash, and none of that nasty meat. just delightful. I don't care what it's made of. Perfect. Well, there you go. That'll be shipped to you momentarily, my dear ninja. And while you wait, you may enjoy. Whew, sorry, it's a little hot, is all. And while you wait, you may enjoy some quality content, which you come to Steak and Jake for. Banana. What game? We were playing the game that we play most every day, Ninja. Banana. Our goal today, we are going to see if we can achieve 10,000 bananas clicked. That is what we are hoping for. It is a lofty goal, but I believe that with chat by my side, we can get there. Don't make you play the banana song. Well, you should play the banana song. That is my favorite redeem, because it reminds me of the lovely, the exalted, the nutrient-rich banana. Ooh, big stretch from Doc. Impressive. An impressive stretch, my friend. He's looking at the banana with desire. Unfortunately, it's but a digital banana. I like to feed my cat 3 bananas a day. And because of that, I only have to take him to the vet once a week for stomach-related emergencies. A sure sign that they're good for their health. I would probably have to bring him to the vet daily if it weren't for his constant banana intake, I'm sure. You still haven't had a big good demon isn't hot sauce? Yes, I know. I apologize. I will endeavor to do so as soon as the stream concludes. Thank you for your patience with me, Ninja. I am, hold on. Let me go ahead and add it. As a part of the docket yet. Let me add it to the docket right now. Go to the Steak and Jake Google Drive. To-do list. Okay. I actually did rename server emotes, so I would take this bullet point. And the caption redeem also does work now, so we can take that. And we will change this to add high count good rewards. VIP redeem? Another thought? Did I watch the HSR live stream? Not yet. I probably should. I am just debating how long I want to keep this stupid bit going for April Fools until that. I'm probably gonna watch it today. I don't. Oh, that was 25 minutes. That's a pretty. I mean, it's like 20 minutes because we got about 5 minutes. We had 5 minutes of starting soon. 25 minutes is pretty good for a bit. Sadly, there's no banana in the live stream. That's a travesty. That's horrible. Oh my god. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Fair enough. Understandable, Biggie Migs. Understandable. Have a nice day. I cannot be hurt in a way that matters. I need a defeat that is not death, is merely psychological. Let's spin the reel again and see what we end up with. Bit went so long, he got 2 spicy spins. What a bit indeed. My life is no bit. My life isn't for your enjoyment. Well, actually, I am a streamer, so I guess in a way it is. Anyways, I'm gonna get more hot sauce. Aw, fuck. Okay, bit over after this. I don't know if Biggie has enough points for a third one, but I don't want to find out. We'll watch HSR live stream after this. This bit has officially done damage to me. Let's see. What doesn't kill you makes me stronger. True, Ninja. True. You do LMAO. You had almost 30k points. So yeah, that would mean you're down to like what, 12k? And Ninja has 38k. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bit over. Okay, guys. You made your opinion very clear. Vegan banana steak is gone. You know, I'll even get out the. I don't know why. Like, actually, banana would be funny. I don't know why. Like, there's a Chinese New Year theme happening. Wasn't Chinese New Year like a few months ago? Chinese New. I'm just buying myself a little bit of time, just a little bit as a treat. Yeah, that shit's a month old. Why is it still like that? Whatever. Anyways, you've made your opinions known. Probably for the best. I was considering doing that bit for like an hour. That'd be just see how long I could do it. But I'm not taking 2 more hot sauce pulls. That ain't no way, King. This Holy Mole. I do like this one. It is spicy, but it's got like a mole flavor to it. For those who don't know, mole is kind of like a spicy chocolate sauce. It's an oversimplification. It's a very complicated Mexican sauce, but it's basically like a savory, spicy chocolate sauce. Maybe we should say savory cocoa instead. Yeah, Biggie, you guys got too much power over me. Holy. Yeah, there's 100% pure chocolate in this. What's the main heat again? The guajillo chili, and there also is habanero. Yeah, it's pretty spicy stuff. There's also a bit of cinnamon, which is neat. Okay, come on. I gotta take a proper amount as punishment for the torture. Also, Biggie got like rickrolled as well, so Biggie has reason to be extra upset. My starting soon music was just 5 minutes of Rick Astley. That was great. Yeah, it's spicy. This might be spicier than the Keen say. Yeah, nice. Hold on. Let me go to chatting here. We got a nice river of Holy Mole on this top chip. Woo! Here we go. Man, back to back. It's been a long time since we've had back to back. Oh. God, I'm glad I went to. I'm so glad we went from just a spoonful of chips and crackers. Oh my god. It's so bad. But I'm imagining if I had just taken 2 spoonfuls of hot sauce, I would have been fucked up. Yeah, it was Astley for sure. Hey, that's a good one, Meg. That's a good one. Woo! Zooey, yeah, we're done. I apologize. Please don't hurt me no more. All right, let me go ahead and change the title while I wait for the burning to go down. Very late HSR live stream reaction, other videos, and finishing events later. Sounds good. Switch to Honkai Star Whale. Hada bada bada bada. Need to finish my shift back in like 30 minutes. Sounds good, Biggie. Sounds good. Go ahead, finish strong, friend. RPG. Turn-based RPG. Hoyoverse. My tongue, bro, my tongue. You're also gonna look at you do some stuff. No worries. I will just be doing some reacting. I'll be watching the live stream, so you shouldn't miss anything you haven't seen before if you watch the live stream. Yeah, those are pretty good tags. Those are good tags. I should probably also... Whatever. Oh my gosh, my tongue. Yo, that's hot. Wait, I just opened up Google here. Firefox first thing we see is anti-Trump speech on the Senate floors lasted 19 hours and counting. That's based. That's based. No, none of that yet. Let me go ahead and go to Star Rail, Huankoi, Star Rail. There's not any videos. No, there's no videos. That's like a quick recap of it. Okay, so we're gonna go to live. Look at 3.2 stream 4 days ago. Also, I feel like a darn fool because I did forget to even like check on the codes for this. So that's 300 jade down the drain for me. I feel very bad about that. But what can you do? Alright, so obviously skipping these first 5 minutes. And yeah, we're just gonna be... I've seen very little. There's some stuff I do know about. So it's in Global Passive. I've heard whispers of the 2nd anniversary awards. But beyond that, yeah, we're just gonna react to it. I'm gonna give my thoughts at the end. Might have some commentary in between. Definitely the benefit of doing this, rewatching it back instead of doing it live, they'll be able to pause it pretty freely if it's something I really want to talk about. Before I felt like I had a really hard time, like, interrupting the people talking on the live stream so I could give my opinion. So that'll be one benefit of this, but I'm still probably gonna be pretty quiet overall. That was a spicy burp. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see it. Go full screen. Is the quality good? It's because it can be.
I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace can do more than taking things away.
That's real.
Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
Wow, the Castro's
And
wife
now,
is really
perhaps I might have one last chance. Sleep now.
Ooh. We do like your anime goes aside.
Embrace new life, Pollux.
God, that dragon is so
Professor.
cool.
I completed the proof you wanted.
As expected.
Okay, and then the
this
other
is
guy.
the moment when the
Love
flame
Anaxa.
chase journey is the closest to its end. I
Oh?
see. In that case, let the show begin.
He's got a gun!
To the soul,
Okay, I love that he has a rifle. That's actually
an undisputed victory. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace said titan is not a ludicrous idea after all. The answer is plain as day.
It is my hope that you
I wonder if
will
we'll see
much
some
more.
stuff with the elders in this version. It kind of feels like a Nox would be the kind of person to deal with that. Who's this person?
Give change to this world.
I have deciphered the truth of this
Is that
world.
Titan's hand?
I will bring rest.
Cypher?
To death.
Okay.
Your lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter.
Stagnant life will once again flow. May I borrow your
The
word
sky above
one
us,
last
it's
time?
not real, is it? So
That's why I don't think the sky is real either. I think there's a lot of fake shit going on in this world.
seeds of suspicion with your soul!
This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived.
Through the petals in the land of repose. I'm excited. I'm also hesitant. I don't want to... It feels like when I watch this live stream, it's gonna become official, what I know is a thing. Because... Let's keep enjoying. I know there's good parts to it, too. I know there's good parts to this, too. Yep. I fucked up. Expired like a few days ago. Yeah. I'm sad. Whatever. It's fine. It is what it is.
Whether or
Oh,
not
we're
reward
doing
has
one
a
of these in-person ones. Okay. Sure. Wasn't that a
Legends
legend?
about dragons.
It was legend about
Good
dragons.
morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Hey.
欢迎各位来到3.2版本前瞻特别节目。
I wonder. He said the line. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. That Albert does. I wonder if this is the guy who voice acts Albert in the Chinese version. I don't know.
我
CN
是主持人
voices.
麋鹿，
Kieran. Maybe not. He just said
我
Kieran.
们开门见山啊！两位解释一下开拓者这是怎么
What's
回
going on
事
with Yeah, there was that screenshot there in 3.1. Why was Trailblazer dead?
这么直接吗？要不我们几个也先跟大家打个招呼。
Say hello first.
大家好，
maybe.
我是崩坏星穹铁道
Teacup，
游戏 IP
OK
茶杯。
大家好，我是游戏 IP PT。
大家好，我是任务设计米娜米。
Mission design. Okay.
那现在请两位熟面孔立刻马上解释一下
You
这
two
是什
familiar
么情
faces
况。
explain it
啊
now.
问你了，PT 老师。
好的，那请容我慢慢道来。
Explain in
在
detail.
3.1
Okay.
版本的主线故事中，开拓小队与黄金翼伙伴们遭遇了一连串的变故，不得不与2位半神伙伴道别，其中1位伙伴甚至
I will say I have a tough time reacting to these ones. I'm actually a little happier now that I didn't react to this one live because I have a tough time doing it like with the caption when it's the game developers talking about it. Like, should I be reading the captions out loud? Should I be trusting chat to read them? I'm not sure. I guess I should probably read them. Sure. One of the companions even paid the ultimate price. I guess that'd be. It's not Tribby. Tribian? Tribian is the one who paid the price?
付出了生命的代价。大家虽然
Though
暂
everyone
时
managed
击
to
退了
temporarily
强
repel
大
the
的盗火
mighty
行者，
flame reaver,
也顺利解决
and
了纷
successfully
争神
resolved
性
the
悬置的
suspended
问
divinity
题
of，strife.
可还有其他一系
There's still a
列
series
紧
of
迫的
pressing
危机
crises
有待
that
众人
urgently
解
need to be
决。
resolved.
可以
Sure.
说，烛
So
火
they
之旅
both the flame
和
chase
开拓
journey
之
and
旅
the
都
Trailblazers
面临诸
expedition
多
are
的
facing
内忧外
troubles
患
from。all sides.
那烛火
The
之旅这
flame
边
chase
呢，
journey
欧洛尼
or
斯
an
意外
expected
陨落，
unexpected demise.
而
True.
岁月败
You know what? Do we still have his Ornex's core flame? We do, right? Yeah, they definitely recovered it because we're talking about making the Trailblazer the demigod of time, right? Meanwhile, the
但是
Crisis
后
Sailor
补
is
的黄
canon
金
for
翼
the
却
time
始终都没
demigod
有
is
现
nowhere to be
身。
found.
既是迫不得已，也
It's both out of
出于
necessity
对
and
开拓
trust
者
in
的
the
信任，
Trailblazer.
黄金翼
The
向欧洛
Crisis
尼斯
Sailors has
亲自
extended
认
an
可了我
olive
们
branch to us. Those
抛来了
personally
橄榄
approved by
枝。
Ornex.
这也是我心中
Trailblazers
最
is
合
also
适
the
的
most
人
suitable
选，
candidate in my
成为
eyes.
半
Yeah,
神
we
听
love
起来是件
ourselves.
好事
Become a，
但在
demigod.
亲眼目
心中最合适的人选。
Become a
成为
demigod
半
sounds
神
like a
听起
sweet.
来是件好事，但在
Also,
亲
what
眼
would
目
happen
睹
to the
先前
previous
几位半
demigods
神的经历之后，开拓者和
Trailblazer
丹
and
恒也
Dunhammer were
深
aware of
知
the
成为
tremendous
半
cost
神
of
究竟要
becoming
付
a
出
demigod.
多大
Very
的代
true,
价。
very true.
不仅如此，
Not only
我们
that,
还会
we'll
很
soon
快
face the
面对
conundrums
开拓
of
之旅的
Trailblazer's
难题，
journey,
也就是
just like
刚才大家
whatever
看到
we
的
saw earlier.
3.1 故事结尾，
Version 3.1
奇宝为
should
开拓
reveal
者
the
揭示
future
了
of
未
the
来。
Trailblazer.
所以究竟是在什么时候？
一切原有始末在3.2版本会由欧洛尼斯亲口为大家揭晓，但大家现在不必过于担心，因为开拓者的状态还是并无大碍的，甚至他还是为众人夺回死亡火种的关键人物。
没错，黄金翼伙伴们呢，尤其是身负死亡泰坦诅咒的霞蝶，他也非常关心开拓者的情况。在开拓任务走过安眠地的花丛中，开拓者将和霞蝶同行，共同寻找死亡泰坦塞纳托斯的下落。
霞蝶拥有死亡之处的天赋，天生对死亡的气息非常敏感，想必应该知道去哪儿找塞纳托斯。
She definitely doesn't. She's been asking about his location for like all of version 3.1 and 3.0.
其实不然，
Not exactly.
塞纳托斯的气象成谜已经失踪很久了。那多年来呢，霞蝶一直在寻找他的所在，想搞清楚究竟为什么是自己来肩负死亡的诅咒。这一次呢，既是为了挽回开拓者的生命，也是为了解开霞蝶的困惑，我们将会前往名为斯提克西亚的城邦。 这座被历史遗忘的美丽小城，与传说中的死亡泰坦有着千丝万缕的联系。
Like the river Styx, I get it, Styxia, sure. Low on the nose.
而在3.1版本，与我们分别的2位朋友也会以某种特别的方式在3.2版。
Two friends. Well, I mean, one is definitely Tribby's sister. Who's the other one? Hopefully not the Flame Reaver.
版本登场。
哦，我在之前的 PV 中见到过斯提克西亚这个名字，好像是一座建在海边的城邦，是吧？
没错，很久很久以前。
Ooh, that's a pretty looking location. Very pretty.
斯提克西亚被称作巨龙与海浪的城邦，有着海洋明珠的美称。不过呢，根据预言师的记载，在经历了一场恐怖的龙灾后，斯提克西亚已然覆灭。在那之后，这里沦为了一片废墟。 只剩下一片云海。
确实感觉阴森森的。这些白色的东西是龙的骨头吗？
没错，斯提克西亚不仅游荡着人类的亡灵，同样也是传闻中巨龙陨落的地方。只不过千百年来，无论是这个城邦本身，还是这头巨龙的传说， 都已经被翁法罗斯进了遗忘。
哦，好的。那既然我们这次前往斯提克西亚这样一个全新的地方，会有一些不一样的任务体验吗？
会有的。在斯提克西亚的探索过程中，我们可以使用身边的提灯照出原来不存在的通路。当我们提着灯环顾四周，会发现只有脚下的一个小浮空平台，其余的地方都隐喻于黑暗之中。
有种踏空而行、穿梭在两个时空的感觉。
除此之外呢，开拓者还会在路上遇到一些亡灵 NPC。在这些灯光的映照之下 ，NPC 会从幽魂状态变成真正的人。
这些亡灵也是曾经生活在这里的居民，对吧？
是的。从他们口中，我们将获取更多斯提克西亚相关的信息。
不仅如此，在斯提克西亚的探索过程中，开拓者和霞蝶还会与名为迷魂渡者、死龙残躯波吕克斯的怪物相遇，并且和他展开一场战斗。
要介绍新敌人了是吧？这个名字还真是典型的翁法罗斯风格。我乍一听上去还以为我们同时要打3条龙。
其实它是1条龙，你也可以直接叫它波吕克斯。
波吕克斯的特点在于它。
Its head is inside of an egg. That's weird. It's special damage type. Most of the damage it deals to allies is called atrophy damage.
对我方造成的大部分伤害都是一种名为衰亡伤害的特殊伤害类型。通俗的来说呢，就是无视护盾、无视防御、不可分摊。
That's crazy. They really released. Wow. Fuck you, Loki. They like said, time to create a problem and sell the solution. I remember people talking about this on Reddit, like before it's revealed, like to make Few Shrine Adventuring not amazing, they're going to have to straight up like release enemies that can ignore shield. But I did not expect one enemy to ignore shield and can't be redistributed health-wise. That's cringe. Whatever. That is fair, I guess. New challenge, sure.
没错，在战斗中，我方目标的生命值降低时，它还会积累濒死风炮，进入强化状态。
哇，进强化这一下，全员直接1血啊！这龙好凶猛。
没错。
That seems fucked up. That seems really fucked up. Ignoring shield too. Yeah, so they're saying bring in an actual healer or die. Interesting.
作为死亡的化身，波吕克斯非常擅长操控生命，因此和他作战的时候一定要格外注意队伍的血量状态。
不过呢，在战斗中，开拓者还需要让队伍里的角色尽快的消耗生命值，让他更快的累积濒死梦炮，这样能够进入强化状态。
等一下，这逻辑不对吧？为什么要尽快强化敌人
啊？其实这个强化状态呢，可以说是一把双刃剑。 在进入强化状态之后，我方攻击会消耗濒死梦炮，然后就能恢复生命值了。当濒死梦炮消耗完毕时，还可以对其造成大量伤害。
了解，感觉是一场围绕生命展开的大战。
没错，那波吕克斯呢？他在冥河中陈年已久，浸染了浓郁的死亡气息，敢打扰他安眠的人都要做好心理准备。
那感谢老师们的介绍，感觉这次烛火的征程也没有那么简单啊。
确实是这样的。 那就像之前提到的，眼下的烛火之旅深陷内忧和外患，英雄们的困境从来都不只来自外部，复杂的内政和人际关系也是诸多问题的导火索。在3.2版本的开拓任务中呢，有人试图在即将召开的公民大会上发起投票，去终止烛火之旅。
是谁？
一定是元老院干的。
感谢麋鹿老师给我们带来的精彩 cos， 没错，就是元老院。那相信在之前的剧情中，大家也有感受，元老院会经常派出探子监视或者阻挠黄金翼的行动，就连丹恒也被拦住盘问过。
Yes, even Dan Heng got stopped in question once. Yeah, they are definitely greedy people.
我记得在3.0剧情里面就有个叫凯尼斯的跳出来，恶言厉色的威胁阿格莱亚。
没错，以凯尼斯为首的元老院反对派早已处处设下陷阱，还不断在暗中培养自己的势力，明枪易躲，暗箭难防。虽然无法与半神正面抗衡，但他们尤其擅长阴招，更善于煽风点火、借刀杀人。在他们得知了瑟西斯、欧洛尼斯2位泰坦已经陨落的消息后， 便在元老院中大肆鼓吹烛火派已经走向末路，想要抓住这次机会，一举将烛火派撤。
Why do they want that? I want to know why they want. Are they simply just that power hungry? Because it seems to be like in this world, taking out the Flame Chasers is as good as signing their own death warrant. Because the Black Tide is going to hit Akuma eventually. I have complete faith that if nothing is done, the Black Tide will eventually consume Akuma. So it seems so short-sighted what they're trying to do, unless there's some ulterior motive I don't know about.
那公民大会又是什么？凭什么能终止烛火之旅？
我来补充一下前情提要吧。每隔5至10年，元老院会在奥赫马的信仰中心和政治枢纽，也就是最庄严的会议场所黎明银崖举办公民大会。这里是整个奥赫马最接近富士泰坦克法勒的地方，保存着科法勒的火种。城邦代表们会在这里对乌法罗斯的重要问题进行投票表决，投票结果被视为乌法罗斯全体公民的意志。700年来，投票表决，投票结果被视为乌法罗斯全体公民的意志。700年来，无论是哪位管理者，都必须遵循公民大会的议程和结果行事。
不过，反对派他干嘛要跟黄金翼过不去？烛火之旅是有什么问题吗？
这个问题就比较复杂了。如果从元老院的私心出发呢，肯尼斯等人是想要独揽大权的。他们觉得再创世这种事情完全虚无缥缈，比起为了这种事情白白牺牲，还不如在末世里面尽享荣华富贵。
另一方面呢，
so they really believe that there's no way they can succeed. So like, let's be as comfy as possible until we die. Wow. Okay, sure. They're simply that selfish.
现民众认为，对翁法罗斯威胁最深的、陷入疯狂的米卡多利已经被讨伐了，他们的生活渐渐归于平静。在这种情况下，大费周章的烛火之旅就没有那么必要了。
可是，平静的生活真能这么轻易实现吗？黑潮才刚刚大肆入侵数庭，我不那么乐观。
Yeah, it's true. There must be propaganda that's like not including the fact that Grove got by the Black Tide. If a place like that was uncovered for so long got taken out in one fell night. It could not be that hard for the Black Tide to hit Akuma. I'm sorry.
我要是元老院的人呐，我就会一口咬定，根本没有再创世能够救世的证据。阿格莱亚和黄金翼都是骗子，相信。
Yo, Lazy Sun, thank you for the resubscription for 2 months from the laziest of sons. Call me the best steak of the jigs. Thank you, Lazy Sun. I wish you were here for the first half. Hannah, I really do. We did a little April Fool's bit. I spent the first half hour playing Banana and talking about how people should live a banana-based lifestyle. How's it going, Six? I'm doing good. However, the reason why I stopped that, I thought I might go for like an hour long, really push, because it was an April Fool's bit. Really pushed April Fools. However, Biggie Miggs redeemed a spice cereal twice in like 20 minutes, and my tummy hurts a little bit now. So we stopped a bit earlier than planned because the people who are watching were really adamantly not enjoying it. God dang, Mr. Best Bit. I thought it was a good bit. You and I, we're, you know, people of culture. But the Philistines didn't agree, unfortunately. So now I'm finally watching the Honkai Star Rail live stream because I missed it day of. And I'm scared because I know about the global passive. I've not talked about the global passive on my channel yet, my stream yet. We're gonna see it here. It's gonna be revealed, and I'm gonna be forced to accept that's happening in the game. We are the cultured, yes. We are the fellow banana enjoyers. Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later because I want to talk about the good and the bad. I am not a rage bait, clickbait person. So I've also heard the 2nd anniversary rewards are like off the chart. So I want to talk about the good and the bad all at once. But I am going to have some things to say. I'm going to have some things to say. But for now, I think we're still in the story part. It's really cool they're releasing 2 different zones in 3.2. We're going to have that Styxia City of Death, Andrew area, and Akuma. Very exciting.
还是会有很多人站在元老院这边的。
那除了来自元老院的吐槽之外，其实在黄金翼的内部也不是铁板一块。
哦，你指的是纳克夏吗？
没错。据可靠的信息呢，有人看到了纳克夏在黎明银崖和凯尼斯进行秘密会谈，似乎是达成了某种合作。
可是纳克夏身上还带着瑟西斯的火种啊，他这是要投敌吗？
话不能这么说。虽然纳克夏也是黄金翼，但他也始终觉得神域无凭无据。
I was not smart enough to understand the mechanics of it all, so I was just like, revive is good while I'm mad, LMAO. Sure. But yeah, I'll let you catch up, and I'd love to hear your take on it. You know what? That's it. Banana song. We're playing Banana now. Someone said Banana. Wait. I'm gonna... 10 clicks a second coming up. No! Oh, how do I get past that 9 barrier? 8, 9. Oh my god. Can I? There's like right click. Okay, if I click both. Come on. 12! Woo! Banana! That's what I'm talking about. That's what we were waiting for. Okay, I want to try this game as a veteran fingerer. I should. What do you mean by that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh yeah, that actually was great. Thank you. I'm very happy with this camera because it can do hand commands, so I can put this up for a zoom in, which really helps with I need a quick reaction. I can also put this hand up in this motion, and then it starts auto tracking my face. Very cool. It's the OBSBot Lite. Highly recommend it. It's a good camera. Good camera. Much better than my old one. The old one wasn't bad, but it was not automatic zoom in with hand motion. Cool. This game does suck though, Hannah, by the way. It's only got clicking a banana. Like it's got the inventory and stuff like doesn't exist as far as I can tell. Like I don't know. Like there's no upgrades to buy. So the game's kind of ass. But I thought it would be fun for April Fools. Okay, hold on. Back to stream. Was gonna say, I think I saw a review for this camera. It looks so cool. The quality's made. Yeah, I got it for my Christmas gift, and it's really good. It's really good. I like it. Now I just need to like have a proper stream setup, but that's probably gonna have to wait until I have my own place. Unfortunately, I would feel bad commandeering a room of my parents' abode here just so I can have a stream room. But hopefully in the future we'll have a really cool setup like you and Kiwi got.
表示强烈质疑，在之前的
Yeah, Anaxa is still skeptical about Amphoreus, where we're at, which is fair. Yeah, so it makes sense. If any crisis was going to side with the Elders, it would be Anaxa, where it was like already on their side, basically. You feel, yeah. I mean, someday. I just gotta. I got burned out, and I've not done the amount of applications I should. I gotta keep applying to jobs, man. I want to make money.
公民大会上，他的董事对如果之旅投下反对票。
在3.1剧情末尾，瑟西斯说纳克夏早已经是一具尸体了。难道我们见到的这位是个幽灵吗？
在黑潮队父亲的入侵里，纳克夏与黑潮战斗到了最后一刻。瑟西斯觉得他很有趣，就出手搭救，结果纳克夏就这么成了活死人。现在是单靠着泰坦的生命力量在人间斗。
我注意到你用了“斗流”这个词
啊，没错，泰坦的火种对于凡人来说力量太强。 强行植入本来就有风险，时间一长呢，甚至还有可能造成反噬。
没错，现在的纳克夏他就像一根被扔进大火的火柴，可以说他的生命很快就要燃尽。
那这跟他想和元老院合作有什么关系？难道他想靠元老院的帮忙取出他的火种？
作为一名学者呢，纳克夏向来只忠于自己的研究，和元老院合作能免去不少和阿格莱亚的周旋。在他生命的倒计时里，他在意的其实也只有我们究竟为何物。
You know, those the answer to the essence of life itself. He is a philosopher, dude. Lol, nah, Kiri's got an amazing set of mine. Also your box bedroom at your mom's house, lol. Oh, relatable. Well, you have a much better bedroom than I do, I guess, is what that means. Woo! Fellow mom livers. Fuck. Anyways.
也就是生命本质的答案。
有意思的是，这也是瑟伊斯抛给他的试炼本身。如果
生命本质的答案。
有意思的是，这也是瑟伊斯抛给他的试炼本身。如果纳克夏能够帮这位泰坦解明问题，那这位泰坦就会自愿消散，把身体还给纳克夏。
诶，瑟西斯不是理性的泰坦吗？身为智慧的化身，怎么还要人类帮忙去解答问题呢？
啊，理性嘛，并不意味着全知全能。神话中说，世界上所有的生命都是克法勒的造物，但纳克夏和瑟西斯都对此表示强烈的怀疑。
毒神的黄金夜与泰坦组队，总觉得接下来会发生很多意想不到的事情呢。
总之呢，在3.2版本的开拓任务中，我们将会直面死亡和理性两颗火种的问题。这两颗火种既与死亡的危机紧密相连，同时又和我们究竟是何物的真相密不可分。其中的内情呢，我们当然希望各位开拓者能在实际的游玩中亲自去揭晓答案。
琪琪老师又开始卖关子了
啊！没有，那正所谓事在人为，想要知道。
We're just gonna die for a little bit. We're just gonna die temporarily. It'll be fine. If you want to know what happened to
侠蝶和开拓者在斯提克西亚的遭遇，还有纳克夏和元老院的谋划，我们还需要深入了解这两位主要的当事人。
好的，那接下来让我们稍事休息，稍后会为大家带来3.2版本角色的相关讯息。
I'm about to break up in real time. I need to grab a slice of bread. I'm hungry. My stomach doesn't feel good. Hot sauce. You know what I mean? Okay, looks like I didn't miss anything too much. Okay, cool. Hey, those
大
are
家好
different people.
我是大家的老朋友
I'm
游
Hanji
戏设
from
计
game
汉子
design.
我是游戏
Comic
设计
designer.
真真。
欢迎。
So they're the ones I blame for power creep. Got that? Why? I want to talk and want to pull up the chart that shows the HP inflation MOC from 1.0 to 3.1. Ask what the hell happened here. This is not sustainable gameplay. Anyways, okay.
两位老师
No, they do great. They do great. They do great. They do great work. The power creep could have been better handled though.
是在冥河边上了，对吧？
啊，对啊，从未想过有一天我们可以在冥河一起聊天。
Nice. It is hard now. You're right.
哎，不容易啊，大家也是一键速通人生了。
Woo! 80% death speed run. Let's go.
那既然都到了冥河边上，我们不妨就聊聊侠蝶吧。在之前的剧情中，我们知道侠蝶生来就带有死亡之处的诅咒，常年与死亡相伴。
没错，早在
I only just finished a full star mine with a great struggle. Yeah, I did manage full star mine recently, but yeah, it's difficult now. I only had like an extra cycle left when I got the full star for the last version. Back in the ancient city named Idonia. She's a 5-star quantum remembrance character. She has a dragon. Her dragon's so cool. Her dragon's so cool. Okay.
就肩负起了行刑手的职责，在那里所有人都信仰死亡，所以尊他为独占圣女。那他也因此为很多囚犯带去了死亡。
但我觉得他好像并没有对死亡习以为常，反而积攒了很大的心理压力啊。比如面对数体罹难者的亲人，侠蝶就难以很大的心理压力啊。比如面对数体罹难者的亲人，侠蝶就难以说出死亡的事实。万迪曾向他提议利用不死之身牺牲自我寻找塞纳托斯。
You had to clip this. Oh my gosh, nice. Shadow, Putrefaction, MOC. I'm stuck in them all. Oh no, Ninja, sorry to hear that. Pure Fiction. Honestly, I think Pure Fiction is the easiest one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pure Fiction. If you have Himiko, and not even new Herda, 4-star Herda. If you have Himiko and Herda, a basic bitch Herda, you're like covered for half of it. So you get the Herda. See, the Herda is good, but literally, I don't know. I feel like the OG follow team is still playable. Also, hey, welcome in first time chatter. It's me, Potato. As long as you got Clara, you good? I do have Clara, but she's not built up. Is she actually good in Pure Fiction? I did not know. That's cool to hear. Unless you're talking about like the new one specifically. Oh my god, I'm scared to look at this clip. Hold on. 12! Woo! Banana! That's what I'm talking about. That's what we were waiting for. Okay, you want to try this game? As a veteran fingerer, I should... What do you mean by that? That is a perfect clip, Hannah. That is a peak clip. That was impressive. That is well caught. That is definitely getting featured. Thank you. I couldn't 3-star the third note. Not even the third note. Oh my gosh, Ninja. That's tough. I guess I'm coming from a place of like, I don't want to say privilege, but a good... Well, you have heard it too, don't you, Ninja? Maybe it just isn't built enough. And Potato says Claire was just good all around. That's probably fair. That's probably fair. I know for a fact you Brees was your... What the... E6? My Firefly is not E6. Let's calm down. Potato, I am not a whale. Let me know I am not a whale. I just put like all of the money I had, not the money, all the jade I had into Firefly, which is why I got her E2 with her signature light cone. Which is good, but I did not whale for it. That just used like all of my dolphin funds. You need to get your last star to get 36. Clear. Okay, yeah. I still haven't done the new one. I haven't done the one that came out this week for MOC. Clear took one more cycle than needed. Oof, that is tough. That means one cycle means it's doable though, which is the good news. Mal kept telling me how to E6. I mean, Mal I think is just like, how do I say? What's the word I'm looking for? He's got rosy eyes. Rosy eyes is a thing. I think, whatever. He worships my Firefly because it's such a free farming friend thing. But she's only E2S1. She's actually only E2S1, which is just good enough. Because Firefly's just at peak. Well, I don't even know what her E6 does. Probably some, like, win the game instantly BS. Okay, yeah, but... Welcome in, Potato, first time chatter. We're reacting to the live stream right now, late here. I know I'm 4 days late, but I still want to do it on stream, even though we're definitely past the point of relevancy.
Yeah,
sacrifice himself for stamina. Yeah, so Tomo Castros, we saw the little spread there. About her mechanics. He's out here vibing with your Firefly, dude. Yeah, honestly, Mal wishes he had my Firefly. Mal's probably like feels like a cuck when it comes to my Firefly.
确实，因为就用霞蝶自己的话来说吧，死亡并不是一场游戏，在世间大多数人看来，死亡也确实是一件非常恐怖的事情。那很多人都会把霞蝶这种能力当成诅咒，然后把它视作可怕的怪物，所以不愿意去主动接近它。而与之相对的，霞蝶也不希望自己为人带去死亡，所以也养成了一个不主动与人接触的习惯。
想象一下，如果我自带死亡的 debuff， 我也应该会怀疑自己存在到底有什么意义，是不？
I wish you had Firefly, you got your paw during that banner. Damn, sorry, Ninja. That's tough. 50-50 losses always hurt. I haven't had one in a while, thank goodness. Mighty came home pretty quickly. Also, he might do some more Mighty Pulse, depending how I feel.
是会为别人带去灾厄。
是啊，就算走在路上，也必须和所有活物保持5米以上的社交距离，连那些求抱抱的猫猫狗狗，甚至亲美拉，它都不能触碰。
想开点。
I like all the chimeras they had around in this live stream. Kudos to the set designer for that. Set designer is really impressive for HSR, honestly, for these real life streams.
啊，你
说
这倒确实，
确实，这话倒没说错。不过呢，来到奥特玛之后，霞蝶在这里遇到了一众黄金翼，他们的真诚相待和温暖接纳，让他在漫长的人生中第一次感受到了家的温暖。他也明白，虽然死亡的诅咒仍未解除，但是有这么一群志同道合的伙伴能够陪在他身边，对他来说已经是莫大的奢侈。 霞蝶甚至还一度会尝试说服自己，说也许。
Was something good. You had your Claire at 200k last night. Nice, Potato. Good job. I've never seen that for mine. That's for sure. I've seen those Acheron and Firefly. Little Awu babies. Yes, yes. You should really build your Claire. I think you got if you got U2, you gotta do it. Especially since her signature light cone is just there in the shop, waiting to be used.
停在这里，停在欧赫玛，就这么安稳的活下去，是不是也不是一件坏事？然而，近来的一系列变故扰乱了夏蝶的思绪。提宝和万迪的决心深深触动了他，而开拓者现在的处境实际上也与死亡泰坦息息相关。那这一切都让他坚定了继续向前、完成独活使命的决心。
我想起提宝的预言：花海尽头，生者的魂灵将温暖彼此之间。
没错，在这个花海尽头，一场跨越生死的蜕变即将发生。只是蜕变往往也意味着非常沉重的代价。这是霞蝶曾经深深感到恐惧的命运，但是在接下来3.2的主线故事里，他会战胜这种恐惧，拥抱。
Is it really that great of a price? I mean, it's like 10,000 credits, a few ascension materials. It's not that bad. Can I say 89 crit, 189 crit damage? Noise. You own E3, need to get her to E4. I mean, only gonna have this thing coming up where you get to pick 5 stars and you lose 50/50s. If that's the case, you'll be able to get her to E6 like in no time. Every time you lose a 50/50, get a little bit closer.
怎么这么就直接快进到了命运啊、代价这种沉重的词？能不能再聊点温馨的？
这得让我想想啊。霞蝶在过去漫长的人生当中，其实培养了很。
Okay, I'm sorry. This is very cute. I kind of want to learn about the mechanics.
Castus is fundamentally memo sprite. 它是经年累月的记忆结合翁法罗斯的死亡神权凝结形成的力量。那虽然现在还不能为大家揭晓真正的谜底，那无论是死亡还是死龙，那都是霞蝶身上最重要的一项。
是的，所以我们直接把这条龙做进了。
Many of your 50 thoughts to be clear eidolons, exactly. Here's the thing: your luck is too good, you're just not losing. You only get, and it seems like your luck is really good if when you do lose, it's all in Clara. Like, man, I think I have an E1 or E2 Yanqing. I'm suffering over here.
游戏里了，对，在战斗。
Alright, there we go. During battle, Nethering rips through space.
死龙它就会撕裂空间出现，在接下来一段。
That's a big boy. And for a while afterward, it fights alongside your characters.
时间内，它会根据。
Cool. Oh, a while. Is it just? Is like a? I mean, that shit is fucking massive. Is it just like a 3-turn?
角色们共同作战。场上不光能看到龙的身影，同时呢还会伴有一处遍布。
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Castus has domain expansion. They are pushing this character unbelievably hard, huh? Castus, my beautiful sad princess. How do you guys feel about Globals? I will be addressing that after when I finish the reaction. I've heard about this before watching this. That's one of the few things I did hear about the live stream. I'm saving it for the end to do a little recap.
版画的境界，在战斗中，这个境界同一时间只能存在。
It actually put domain expansions into. Why it's like, oh my god. Okay. So I'm not gonna talk about too much right now. I just at end of stream. I don't want to get like stun locked by it. But why do they feel the need? Like, why do they feel the need to go insanely all in on Castus? Castus gets diffed by Clara. That's hilarious. That's funny. I don't understand why, like, a character who is already being pushed super as waifu, that should be enough. Why, in addition to that, do they feel the need to do a new mechanic with this territory thing, which is cool and all, but also global passive? Like, why is she so incredibly stacked? Do they need to up their earnings for this financial quarter or something?
当死龙行动时，会消耗自身的血量，喷射龙焰对敌方全体造成伤害。开拓者可以根据需要操控死龙的输出，可以一
Well, that's really cool interaction.
一鼓作气的喷，
也可以一点一点的喷。死龙喷出，
火焰的颜色都不一样了。
啊，这个我知道。
That's okay. That's a really cool mechanic. Also, what's the territory do? We haven't mentioned this territory yet. I didn't really understand why it would be bad, but my friends kindly explain it to you. It really ain't that bad, says Potato. They do because love and Deep Space be rinsing them in earnings. Really? Interesting. I did not know that. I actually don't know anything about this love in Deep Space. That's funny, though. I guess if they're losing on a sci-fi waifu bait.
这个叫中火、大火、
Medium heat, high heat, or literally on fire.
当死龙在场时，霞蝶可以和死龙一起释放连携攻击，同时。我方消耗生命的时候，死龙会回血，霞蝶和死龙打出的伤害会
She's so good with Mighty. Oh man. Oh man. She's so good. She's gonna be so good with Mighty, isn't she? I do want my Mighty to be good. Let's keep it going.
更高，是的，并且当队友陷入危险时，死龙会为我方抵挡伤害，保护大家。
那的确是战斗的好帮手。
没错，除此之外，死龙消失时会触发自爆，对敌方造成伤害的同时，会为我方回复生命。
这就叫釜底抽薪。
哦。我们要如何把死龙召唤出来呢？
哎，问得好。当我方损失生命的时候，能够让霞蝶获得特殊充能；释放战技的时候，霞蝶对敌方造成。
Oh, Netherwings are ultimate. It's like a non-energy ultimate for sure, for sure. Hope that there are other sports next to Tribby, like Robin, maybe. Love in Deep Space beats all the Hoyo games earns, I think, at the end of last year. So why the game should cater more to us girl gooners LMAO? Honestly, that's something they're learning. They're figuring out a little bit. Hoyo is lighter, and Hugo. Beautiful characters. I actually saw, I don't know if this might be totally fake, but I saw something, I think on Reddit, that was like a beta Hugo and a public release Hugo for ZZZ. Beta Hugo looked more vampire-esque, while we know current Hugo's a very pretty boy. But what's really insane about Hugo is that there was also a picture of his ass before and after. And he literally went from flat in the closed beta for ZZZ to being a cheeked up bubble butt boy, caked up on a Thursday in the beta. Which that's just peak. ZZZ is trying to be an equal opportunity gooner game. He got his bubble mid beta. Yes, exactly. BBL. They gave us the bunda because they know we love the bunda. Exactly, bro. In before we see, I don't even know. ZZZ is a booty game for sure. Absolutely. Gosh, side tangent. I had to mention that when you're talking about girl gooners and such. That before and after was so funny to me.
伤害的同时，也能获得特殊线。这个特殊充能一满，释放终结技，霞蝶就能召唤死龙上场协。
But it's based on H3. She's gonna be so good with Mighty. Oh man, I want her bad. But I don't approve of the global passive. I don't.
做作战了。
Okay, let's keep it
除此之外，
she seems
使用
really
秘技
strong.
近战时，霞蝶也会立即召唤死龙。
That seems OP.
有种突然进入死亡之。
Your techniques will get your ultimate immediately? That's crazy. How much you got saved up for? Oh, lazy son. Lazy son. I have 30,000 Stellar Jade right now. You say 0 and fuck Casterus? I mean, I don't say fuck Casterus. I do say the global passive is problematic. I didn't realize her synergy with Mighty was gonna be this crazy, because I love Mighty. I love my love child of Kratos and Fate Grand Order's Gilgamesh so much. And I feel like they were literally game designed to work together, which is making. I thought I was coming into this in my head skipping Casterus, but she seems nutty with Mighty. Fellow Mighty enjoy. We love Mighty, yeah. Oh my god, Ninja's got 225 pulls. That's crazy. I will say that 30,000 Jade is not for Casterus. We here on Steak and Jake are saving up super hard. We're only a dolphin. We're not a whale. I never want to spend like a few hundred on this game. You're gonna stick to your Clara? Bro, I really respect how much you appreciate Clara. They even power creep Clara with you and Lee, but you're like, nah, this is my homegirl. Bellabog, rise up. I love it. Welcome back, Biggie. Also, Blade should go with it. Yeah, like they really made Blade 2.0 with Mighty, and now we got Jinglu 2.0 with Casterus, right?
的感觉，但这个境界还是挺唯美的。
确实，这个境界非常符合霞蝶的一个个人性。
是的，除了上面说的，霞蝶还有一个 比较特殊的能力，它可以为队友们抵挡一次致命攻击。在战斗中，如果我方角色受到致命攻击，这些角色暂时不会死亡。在此期间，这些角色只要受到治疗或被套上护盾，就能够真正的破茧重生了。而且，即使侠也不在队伍里，这个能力也照样能发挥。
不在队伍中也能生效吗？
毕竟侠蝶与死。
Works even when she's not on the team. You can buy Blade is better than Mighty. Yeah, that seems like cope. That seems like cope. Damn. Even if her passive is ass. Okay. Well, I will give my thoughts on it at the end. I am glad because I want HSR to succeed because I enjoy Amphorius. I am glad that there are people who like this idea. I personally do not. But that
完全并息息相关。在战斗中，他也想让死亡的脚步稍作停留。
果然是最温柔的黄金翼。那感谢各位老师的分享。接下来，让我们了解一下3.2版本的另外一位。
I can still use my blade. You can't use mighty. What do you mean by that? I can still use mighty. What? Huh? Why can't I use mighty?
角色。
Let's discuss another character from 3.2, Anaxa. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get that bread real quick. I put that bread in my toaster. I'm gonna go grab it. I need a snack for Anaxa. I need a snack because Castus was looking like a snack. You feel me? He auto plays. That's not fun. I don't disagree entirely with that. But I mean, respectfully, how much difference is there between having only one attack option to press with Blade? And Mighty just doing the attack that you can only do. Like, is there really that much difference? Like, since neutral, you see the positive, but you see the negative. The character trying to follow stick at his toes. That I did the auto following was still on. If you can't cut your losses and focus on team building personally, since you don't got to worry about characters that got Clara. Oh my god, Izzy Potato is the #1 Clara Glazer. Bro, I love to see it. Bro's the moderator of r/Clara mains. You just want her because she's pretty. That's also one of... Talk about it at the end. Talk about it at the end. I don't want to yap in the middle, so we're going to be here all day. Keep chatting about it. I can choose her to attack at least. That's true. You'll stop playing HSR and you stop enjoying it, so we'll see playing with the Global Pass makes you enjoy it more or less. I'm not the mod, but I do chill in there. Nice. I believe it. I mean, that's why you should stop playing a game when you don't enjoy it anymore. I do not think... Okay. I'll say this much right now. Her global passive isn't bad. Potato's kind of right. The global passive is not that good. I'm scared about the Preston it sets, but let's keep going. We're going to chow down. Well, I'm just going to shoot people probably. That's a really cool attack.
茶杯老师，我就开门见山啊。那我问你，纳克夏还能活多久？
这个啊，让我想想。依瑟西斯所言，他的意识至多在生者世界停留15个门飞时。
这么短？
用纳克夏自己的话来说，就解谜一道题而言，15个日夜未眠。
Means it's a little bit too long for solving a singular problem. Oh my god. Nox is confident. I love it. I want Nox too. I'm gonna cook these banners. And that's... We will see if I'm strong enough to say no to Castros because of that. Because I also want Noxa too. I hear they're really good for Herda. And I would like my Herda team to cook. So... Wanting a Noxa may give me the strength I need to not go for Castros. Time to spend money, lol? Nah, fuck that. I'm actually probably going to spend less money dispatch in protest of the gold passive. I plan on skipping the battle pass. And I might also skip the monthly pass, see how I feel.
也有些太长了。
不是，你前面2个回答一直在引用原文，这能减轻你的负罪感吗？这叫自欺欺人。
啊，对不起，对不起，毕竟纳克夏这个人嘛，非常有自己的主意和想法。大多数人最多也就只能像我一样，对他的话做一个简单转述。那至于他究竟在想什么，那就难以理解了。比如说，他一直在研究的炼金术，高深莫测，还主张人神同源，那简直是不可理喻。纳克夏毕生所求，便是通过炼金术探究生命乃至世界的本质构成，也就是所谓的“我们究竟为何物”这样一个问题。这一次，瑟西斯的火种和他融合，不仅给他创造了大好的机会，也给他启发了一条前所未有的思路。
不过，理性泰坦的试炼竟然是科研，它和之前。
I'm in castles and skipping a Noxman superpower people. Okay. Let's not get crazy, Rubicki. I completely respect you not getting castles not an Naxa. What I don't respect is using the reason to power creep. Just say you want castles because she's pretty. You're all good then. Ain't no way you're talking about power creep being a problem when you're getting Castris. Castris is some kooky power creep. Let's be real. Man implants all elements. And Castris makes your entire account immortal. And is all at the same time objectively better than Jing Liu. Like, I'm not taking that shit. You're crazy. They're both superpower creep.
动辄大战几万回合的试炼比起来，是不是难度低了点？
但你想
，Yeah, true. They're both weak because they're not clearer. That's facts.
理性之泰坦瑟西斯认证作为试炼的问题，那肯定是什么？这些问题，我相信开拓者也非常关心，而他们都将通过纳克夏的研究得到解答。不仅如此，他还会为众人揭晓出另外一个出人意料的人。
那就让我们期待一下有关翁法罗斯的真相了。不过还有一点啊，既然纳克夏是不信神之人，为什么他还会愿意参与理性试炼呢？
就像他在 PV 里说的那句话一样，由凡人融合泰坦的灵魂，取而代之，那并非天方夜谭。纳克夏把试炼还有泰坦附在他身上的这个特殊状态，当成了一生难遇的一次机会。什么试炼呀，什么泰坦呀。
I actually, part of me does disagree with that, and it depends on how well things go out or work out. But having free revives for everyone, if you choose to leverage that, you can use more aggressive, lower sustained teams. Just be like hyper-focused glass cannon teams, because the revive will be a way for them to not die instantly before they can get all their attacks off. So I don't entirely agree with that. I think having that passive opens up greedier team building options you didn't have before, personally.
都是他揭开终极真理的过程吧。
纳克夏这种求知精神的确令人敬佩，但悲观点说，特立独行、惊世骇俗的人，往往不为世界所容吧。我记得他的同僚们讥讽他为大表演家、毒神者、穿着华服的大地兽什么的。
纳克夏从来不惧非议。同僚们的看法，用他的话来说，那就是无所谓，没必要。至于穿着华服的大地兽，那些人完全不懂大地兽的萌点，是典型的翁法罗斯思维，懒得说。
所以萌点是什么？
萌点是什么？
在纳克夏看来，大地兽是非常好的倾听者。那比方说呢，上台做分享之前想找个陪练顺词儿，他就非常合适。纳克夏还买了很多大地兽周边，晚上他会换上大地兽的睡衣，享受一段由。
That's adorable. That's cute as hell. Hold on. Enjoying Confluence with Druma's plush companions! Bro. I'm imagining Anaxa wearing a Dromas onesie, surrounded by stuffed Dromas plushies in bed. And that's gonna be living rent-free in my head for the rest of the day. My desire to pull for him just went up. That's fucking adorable, man. Of course he would. Of course that's how he acts when he's behind closed doors. I love those Dromas. The Dromas are cute. You and Anaxa have something in common, lazy son. Your account is truly cooked. And I gotta make tough choices. Because I said I have 30,000. That is because, hold on, we'll show this off for, because I don't know if Hannah has seen this before or not. And I know Potato hasn't because they are new. But I'm a big Fate fan. I'm a big fan of Fate Stay Night. The first gacha I really got into was Fate Grand Order. So I'm really excited for the quarter 3 Fate Stay Night collab. I've been saving extremely hard since the start of 2.6, accumulated in Jade. And what I do is I have to end each version with more Jade that I started. So while I say I have 30,000 Jade right now, hopefully y'all can see that, okay? Just to show like those numbers I have right now. That is not all for Castris and Anaxa. That is for future characters. I have 30,000 Jade, but I want to end 3.2 with like 34,000 Jade. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I've been saving hard. I've been saving very hard. I've been buying the monthly pass and buying most of the battle passes, but nothing else, and just saving really hard. Like, I want to have like 300 pulls. That'd be nice. Like 300 pulls when Fate Stay Night comes out.
他推制品陪伴的良好睡眠时光。
哦，那这的确是大地受击推了。纳克夏不仅研究方向比较冷门，爱好品味也挺冷门的。
哎，我只有一个问题，为什么纳克夏是那个特殊的不敬神之人？
这个嘛，每个时代都会有人格格不入，对惯习发出质疑，成为世人眼中所谓的疯癫者。 当然，说起最初的最初，纳克夏走上炼金术这条道路的契机，那还是因为我们魔法罗斯的万恶之源黑潮，他因此也失去了许多宝贵的东西，所以才走上了这条道路。
展开说说。
在前瞻这个节点上，我们还是不能这么直白的剧透哈。那不如请汉子老师给我们讲讲纳克夏的技能吧，他的技能表现也和他的人生经历。
Your world paladin to be started by science, LMAO. Oh, thank you, Lisa. It means a lot. It's really called It Is What It Is. Every time I miss a 50-50, I say it is what it is. And there's a red light on my camera. It's usually green or blue. I don't know what red means. You guys still see me fine, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I say it is what it is. Miss 50 is what it is. They have a really cool E1 Eidolon that makes their kit better. It is what it is. I'm not pulling for it. Really helpful light cone is what it is.
还有他的一个性格气质有很大的关系。
personality and personal vibe.
首先，纳克夏是一个。
I'm also really bummed. Worst part of missing this live stream was not only watching it now, it was forgetting to put in the codes. I missed that 300 Jade. God fucking damn. That was a 1% increase to my horde.
一针见血、言辞犀利的人。那么敢和纳克夏为敌，必然会被抓到。
Apparently, he implants all elements according to Biggie. I did not know that. Biggie said something earlier. Well, then you're only using half of Castros' kit. She needs a team to keep losing, gain health. If not, then you will just keep dying, and characters can only get revived one time per battle. That is true. Well, that's talking about when she's not on team. When she's on the team, of course, you can put her with Mind or something. Because when she's on the team, I still will claim that she just power creeps Jinglu to an insane degree. That's my personal feelings on that matter. As for on-team kit.
很多的弱点，即便没有弱点，也必然。
She's putting our hag to rest. Nox will find create weaknesses, even those who are flawless.
安上弱点。所以呢，在战斗中，纳克夏每次击中敌人的时候，都会给敌人随机增加一个弱点。
啊，那么纳克夏可以给敌人加很多个弱点吗？
当然可以，加一个弱点。
啊，那么纳克夏可以给敌人加很多个弱点吗？
当然可以，并且当敌人身上弱点足够多的时候呢，纳克夏还会使敌人陷入一个叫
qualitative disclosure. It's so weird. My brain is like I should understand what they're saying, but I still have to keep looking at the subtitles. Oh, do you know Chinese? Because I don't at all. That's why I'm saying things out loud. I don't know. To give Biggie some credit, though, if he's still watching, this does suck too. This is also a very sad example of power creep. As someone who pulled for Silver Wolf way back when in her first banner. And people thinking that she was going to be super hard to creep because of how unique implanting is. For that to first not matter because you had a bunch of DPSs who do toughness reduction regardless of type or implant their own weakness like Firefly. Firefly and Acheron are the two examples come to mind there. To then have this happen, that is very rude to Silverwolf. And because this is, I don't even know what kind of buff to give Silverwolf now. Like, I thought Silverwolf would be SW, because I don't feel like saying all the syllables. I thought SW would be an easy slam dunk for one of the characters they buff, all the characters they buff, and what they're talking about doing eventually. But I thought this would be what they would have done, is let her apply multiple weaknesses on one enemy. For them to give that to someone else instead, that's kind of fricked up. Like, how are they going to make Silverwolf any kind of playable now? That seems rude. Man said Silverwolf's look great. You are right, and that is sad. I did not know he did this, for the record. I only knew about Castros' kit coming into this. Nox is similar to Silverwolf with implanting things right, yes, son, but he's objectively better. Silverwolf only did it on her Enhance, her skill. According to this, and Noxus does that any basic attack and also can stack them. Silverwolf can only do it on skill and can only have one weakness implanted at a time, which is why she's only ever really good on mono quantum teams, because she would apply a weakness randomly from your team and can only have one at a time. So yeah, I definitely, that is a little sad. That's a little sad. Oh, damn, yeah, so with just his basic and his passive alone, he's already making SW eat shit.
质性接入的特殊状态，纳克夏对这个特殊状态下的敌人造成伤害会提高，对他们释放普攻或战绩后，还会额外追加一次不消耗战绩点的战绩攻击。是的。
That explains why he's amazing with Herda. That's a lot of AoE, assuming his skill is AoE, which it looks like it is.
打一送一，打一送一。
那如果敌人头上的弱点足够多的时候才能进入特殊状态的话，是不是效率有点慢呀？
不会的，因为呢，在释放终结技的时候啊，纳克夏就能使敌方全体陷入一个叫升华的特殊状态。在此期间呢，敌人会直接被加满7个弱点。
好震撼的一串弱点啊
！What the fuck？ huh？ huh？ He's not even Nihility! He's an erudition character! Why has he got some of the best debuffing in the game so far? Oh my god. Yo, these game designers, dude, they love power creep. I'll say they don't know what it is, but nah, they know what they're doing. They just love doing it.
升华状态下，敌人都变成了半透明的星座效果了。
是的，虽然他自称一介孱弱书生，但搞研究的嘛，肯定擅长解明事物的本质，其中也包括敌人。
对了，我看他使用的武器是霰弹枪，感觉不是刻板印象中炼金术士会用的武器，这有什么说法吗？
在翁法罗斯，炼金术是一种非常超前的研究方法，所以纳克夏的武器是一把近现代热武器，由此来展现。
I was thinking him just having a straight up shotgun is kind of based. As a blue-blooded American who loves nothing more than cracking open a cold one at the firing range, seeing my culture represented in a Hoyoverse game is really appreciated. I cannot wait to implant weakness with a shotgun full of lead in my enemies' stomachs. Thank you, Hoyoverse.
他先时代一步的特质。
哦，我看终结技那一下是从他的眼睛开始的。那纳克夏的眼睛是怎么了？
前面说了嘛，因为黑潮纳克夏失去了很多宝贵的东西，那这颗眼睛也在其列。不过呢，也正是因为那一次经历，让他豁然开朗，于是纳克夏更加坚定地走入了对灵魂、对世界本质的一个研究。如果用他的话来说，那就是我失去了一只眼睛，视野却比任何时候都更加明朗。
纳克夏的这个性格让我觉得，对他任何的同情或者是感慨都是多余的。他的确是个非常坚韧的人。 感谢老师们的分享。接下来，让我们看看3.2版本的卡池讯息。
Yep. When I get questioned by authorities about the shotgun trap that I placed on my front door, I'm going to tell them it was inspired by Anaxa from my favorite game, Honkai Star Rail, and I'm sure that'll clear things up real nice. Are you gonna look for a while, Jake? Sounds good, Hannah. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's nice seeing you. Hopefully, I can catch your next stream soon.
在3.2版本上半的跃迁活动中，开拓者可以在卡池中获取限定5星角色霞蝶、限定5星光锥、
That was the most not American thing you could have said. A man called a flintlock pistol a shotgun. That's valid. I was just riffing off of, you're right, it doesn't look much like a shotgun. But in my defense, I was riffing off of the live stream. And the live stream called it a modern day shotgun. Does it look like it? No. But it's funny they said it.
让告别更美一些的获取概率将会得到提升。除此之外，在 3.2 版本的上半还会开启特殊的月签活动，限定5星角色望归人、娇秋、黄泉将同时复刻。限定5星光追，长路终有归途。
I really should get Jiaocho because she makes Acheron so much better, but I'm honestly kind of just okay with my Acheron collecting dust at this point. I rip to my homie Acheron, she's great. I've not given her the investment she deserves, but there's too many characters to pull for these days.
无数个春天，行于流逝的岸也将会复刻。在 3.2 版本下半的月签活动中，开拓者可以在卡池中获取限定5星角色纳克夏。限定5星光追生命当付之一炬的获取概率也将会得到提升。与此同时，限定5星角色真理一分和限定5星光追纯粹思维的洗礼也将会复刻。
那在 3.2 版本还有有趣的版本活动带给大家。首先是全名为抱抱碰。
That Chimera is straight chilling. Holy fuck. That dude's dripping.
好玩到不行的水上小海豹冲浪对战的抱抱碰碰大作战。本次抱抱碰碰大作战由阿格莱亚独家冠名赞助，主办方希望让所有人都能享受到小海豹冲浪的乐趣，轻轻松松，没有压力。
哇，茶杯老师这个报幕水平非常高明啊！那我们不如还是直接讲讲这个比赛规则吧。
抱抱碰碰大作战由多个赛程组成，开拓者需要通过小组赛、淘汰赛、冠军争夺赛3个阶段的赛程。夺取由阿格莱亚赞助的金海豹杯。在每场比赛中，敌我双方会轮流行动。每次行动时，开拓者都可以选择一只海豹对敌方发起冲撞。小海豹发射的方向及发射的强度都可以控制。开拓者需要尽可能碰撞更多的敌方单位，造成更多的伤害。在战斗中，开拓者还可以选择增益为小海豹升级，进一步提升作战能力。撞翻对方的海豹可以得分，先满分的一方就能获得本局比赛的胜利了。
哎，我看这些小海豹啊，长得还都不太一样啊，这有什么区别吗？
有的区别很大，不同的海豹拥有不同的技能，能为战斗带来不同的帮助。每赢得一场比赛，开拓者就能获得一定数量的海豹币，使用海豹币就能够兑换更多的小海豹，扩充自己的战斗库了。
所以抱抱碰碰大作战中。为什么会有一只奇美拉啊？
这个嘛是听说开拓者要参加这个比赛，风景专门送来了一只奇美拉泡泡加入了我们的队伍。虽然泡泡不是抱抱，但实力依然不可小觑。开拓者大可放心跟泡泡一起组队，战胜其他抱抱。
没错，合适的伙伴是取胜的关键。伴随着比赛进入后段，比赛的场地也可能会发生变化，比如可能会多了一些尖刺围墙什么的。面对这样的情况，开拓者需要利用好选手们的优势，选择合适的队员出战，打败对手。
没错，一些黄金翼朋友也会加入到这场比赛当中，成为我们的有力对手。而除了黄金翼之外，开拓者在游戏中也可以自由挑战，和其他游戏好友互相碰撞。
哎，好哎，那这次联机能不能开久一点啊？上次那个折纸小鸟对碰只开放了1个版本，时间太短了。
对，就是啊。我们也关注到了开拓者对联机玩法的一些反馈。这场抱抱碰碰大作战也将不止在3.2版本开放。开拓者可以有更长的时间和朋友一起碰碰。
哎，跟你报了。
哎，等等，先别报，我还没说完。在活动中，开拓者也可以获取泡泡作为跟宠奖励。来吧。
好，那介绍完可爱的抱抱，接下来是3.2版本的战斗活动——星芒旗。
不知道大家还记不记得先前的一个活动叫星芒战幕，还有另一个活动星芒硕变。
记得。我对星芒系列活动印象还蛮深的，什么阿莱一直开大呀、苍龙持续博士啊之类的。
麋鹿老师记性不错啊。那么得益于开拓者之前的测试帮助呢，星芒系列的研究成果颇丰。这次和之前一样，在版本活动星芒启明中有不同职业机制，多的敌人会
期待
系统功能。在3.2版本，我们新增了仪器自动分解功能。开启之后，4星及以下仪器都可以在获取时直接被分解掉，不占用背包空间。
这个很有用，
这个好。
背包空间管理大师。
针对5星仪器
it only really saves me a few clicks because I would just click salvage, click all 4-star, click salvage. But quality of life is quality of life. No complaints there for that. For someone who only wants 5 stars like me now. Someone late endgame. Oh, come on, Trice.
也增加了智能弃置功能，这个功能可以帮开拓者进一步筛选出那些不够好的胚子。开拓者可以自主选择是否需要分解。没错，那么功能的具体细节呢，还请开拓者关注直播后的更多官方资讯，在这里就不展开了。
好，感谢老师们带来的版本内容。那接下来让我们稍事休息，回来后节目继续。
Let's see it.
欢迎回来。
Oh, pretty. Oh gosh, darn that again.
是主持人麋鹿，各位好，又见面了，我是游戏设计阿成。
开拓者好，我是游戏运营小小婉，很高兴再次见到大家。
大家好，我是Shoji。欢迎。
Everyone knows Shoji.
这一次节目组又给我们准备了新的造型，风格是
其实这是帕姆准备的。理事长表示嘛，3.2版本是周年庆版本，希望大家都契合一下节日的氛围。谢谢理事长。那下个月也即将迎来我们崩坏星空铁道2周岁的生日，不妨我们先一起来看看本次周年庆的活动吧。
好的，这次呢，有人向列车组发来授权申请，想用星球列车的故事开发一款游戏。
这游戏好像已经有公司做过了吧？
跟那个还是不太一样的。这是一款模拟经营游戏，开拓者可以作为测试用户兼版权方率先进行。在星铁 World 中，开拓者会和老朋友们携手合作，举办一场跨越星际的盛典。咱们的目标就是发挥经营实力，多多赚钱，提升会场等级，让展会变得更加热闹。
没错，星铁 World 中具有不同的展位，代表了星际间的不同势力。开拓者可以邀请我们熟悉的伙伴们担任助理，经营展会。随着赚取的资金增加，开拓者可以解锁更多的展位，也可以邀请更多的伙伴帮忙，赚取更多的资金。
那有没有什么能提升赚钱策略的方法？
当然有啦！开拓者可以通过会场等级提升获得增益，还可以逐渐解锁新科技获得加成 buff。但赚钱这事儿嘛，最重要的还是要仰仗伙伴呀。正所谓出门靠朋友，不同的助理伙伴适配于不同类型的展位，提供特定增益。比如说，当花火登场时，就可以使趣味类型的展位收入提升。
非常符合人设的意思。
确实如此。
那除了小小婉老师提到的内容，在一些助理伙伴间还会存在特殊的羁绊加成效果，比方说团结的实心3人，或者星期日和知根角兄妹之间都存在羁绊，让激活羁绊的角色一起在展会内经营，也是提升营收的好方法。
他们喊着什么羁绊呀、义义啊、友情啊，就冲到了展位里面。
游戏中亲自挖掘了。
说了这么多，我们的列车长帕姆呢？
别担心，怎么会少得了帕姆？这次呀，帕姆不仅会担任游戏引导员，还会给助理们送来快递，帮助我们更好的经营。除了帕姆，一些熟悉的老朋友也会前来展会拜访。开拓者还有可能遇到一些有趣的奇遇事件和小玩法，完成后同样可以获取收益。我们的某位鸟内朋友也会为开拓者带来礼物。
明白了，我这是雪橇主持人开始接私活了。
或者说是友情和加班费的合体技。
那非常感谢各位亲朋好友的帮助啊！这个上面什么 KMBTAA 什么的，是钱的单位吗？钱来的也太多了，我的天，数都数不过来了。
对，有了各方朋友的协助，一夜暴富。之梦。在活动中，开拓者还可以获得4星光锥宇宙大生意作为。
Erudition. Like I wonder if that'll be good for Anaxa. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Let's me skip his like code if signature if it is.
多赚钱的奖励呢？
这星铁 World 的确是门宇宙大生意啊！可以看出，今年的周年庆活动是紧密围绕着朋友、伙伴这样的关键词展开的。
没错。除了跟角色们共同经营外，这次活动同样是一个全部玩家共同参与的庆典。在活动中，开拓者还可以获得回忆卡的碎片，每张回忆卡都是过去1年中开拓者经历的精彩旅途瞬间。每拼凑出一张完整的回忆卡，都可以获得营收增益效果。开拓者可以求助好友，获得未拥有的碎片，或者把自己多余的碎片赠送给朋友，友谊互助，加快搜集进度。这次活动会有全体开拓者一起积累进度的玩法。当全服进度达到特定节点时，会提供全 全服经营额外赠益，或者是新宠奖励。
开拓者还可以查看活动内的排行榜，跟自己的好友比一比，看看谁的经营能力更强。不过呢，排名不是重点，享受和好朋友们一起游玩的心情才是最重要的嘛。
那在4月26日，轻铁也会迈向全新的一年，自然为开拓者准备的生日邮件也蛋糕款式也会一起更新。
生日快乐！生日快乐！
那么接下来，让我们再一起看看周年庆的福利吧。首先，在
I've seen that this is a very pretty group Arista. I mean, it feels a little rude. I'ma be real. Feels a little rude to show Silverwolf being so chill in this banner in the same version. They are taking her out back, but I like the Stellar Hunter, so I like to see it. It's very cute. It's very cute. It makes sense that it goes for, I believe it was all the Trailblazers in first year's splash art. So the Stellar Hunters fits for the second. Sure.
3.2 版本，开拓者可以通过周年庆专属的庆典助理活动，以签到方式获取20连抽。
今年是星河猎手来为开拓者庆祝哎。
没错，但不仅是星河猎手，猎车组成员以及其他朋友也想要为开拓者带来特别的祝。
Okay, choose a companion from below to send the 2-year anniversary blessing with Stellar Jade 1600 in Fuel 10. So we had 30 pulls so far. Oh my god.
4月26日当天，开拓者可以选择拆开一份来自伙伴的贺卡，同时获得他寄出的1600星球。
And I haven't said it yet. If this is on top of a usual Odyssey for 40 in total, that'd be amazing. But they haven't said a usual Odyssey yet. If it's going from 10 to 30, I'm not going to complain.
好艰难的选择呀，让我纠结一下选谁呢？
其实无论选择哪位同伴，获得的星球数量都是一致的，所以就请各位开拓者遵从内心的声音吧。然后在3.2 版本期间，义气营界和位面分裂两个活动也会迎来周年特别版本，挑战成功即可获得3倍奖励。
除此之外，年度数据回顾活动也将在4月26日上线。各位开拓者可以在活动中查看趣味数据，回顾过去1年难忘的开拓经历。
那接下来还有游戏外的周年活动信息带给大家。2周年庆典即将盛大开幕，全球
30 pulls. What was that? I just missed with the characters. You didn't miss much. It was just Anaxa and Kafka. I mean, Anaxa and Cassie saw that. Some really fun events. They got an adorable Chimera in one of the new 3.2 events. I'm giving away hella pulls. We are going to get 20 tickets and a 1600 Jade reward in the mailbox on top of that.
各地丰富的线上线下活动将陪伴开拓者度过乘车2周年，列车将继续开拓琼宇，驶向更遥远的未来。访问主题网页，分享周年活动，还将有机会获得星穹等游戏奖励，以及2025星铁 Live 纪念周边哦。
2025星铁
Live，
没错，寰宇因你而起响，崩坏星穹铁道演唱会将于20。
Wow, it was Sunday at the top. That makes sense. Look at it. Wow, beautiful. Bro, we need more costumes. HSR be treating us. True. I missed Mem. That's adorable.
2025年5月1日至5月3日在上海举行，
一共3天哦。
是的，除了上海的3场线下演唱会之外，我们还将在5月3日开设线上全球同步直播，并且在5月内，我们还将于全球多地举办2025星铁 Live 观影会。观影会现场还有许多2025星铁 Live 周边赠品，以及各种主题互动活动。
星穹铁道上线2年以来，诞生了许多充满回忆的美妙音乐。我们诚挚邀请开拓者亲临现场，感受铁道的音乐世界。那么观影会的具体票务信息，就请各位开拓者期待后续官方情报了。
期待。接下来。还有我们的联动信息，这一杯是过去、未来、回忆的味道。作为2周年庆典的一环，我们将在东南亚和港澳台地区展开奶茶品牌合作，来回忆大家一起度过的甜蜜时光。
而且我们还将在拉美和欧洲部分地区与 Infinix 展开手机联动，也请开拓者期待后续详细公告。
那么除了联动之外，还有1年1度的崩坏星穹铁道创作者大赛多元宇宙掠影。今年多元宇宙掠影魔法学院特别邀请了黑塔和纳克夏作为客座教授，为同人社团加油助阵。期待开拓者们在2位教授的指导下，打造出属于自己的精彩作品。
我们也为开拓者整理了一份周年信息间的活动公栏，请开拓者查收。
20 passes, 1600 Jade, and a bunch of events.
在4月26日当天，我们还会为开拓者带来一个特别的动画短片。不过这里还是先小小的卖个关子，这份祝福就等到时候再揭晓，请大家期待一下。
期待。不过我们的2周年上面这些感觉是不是还不太够？那我问你啊，周年庆有没有更大的？
我就知道你想问这个问题。
有，开拓者可以在软梅或罗刹2名角色中任选其免费获得
啊，免费获得限定5星角色？
是的，在3.2版本，开拓者可以领取一个旅伴精灵代币，使用这个代币能够在特定商店中兑换软梅、罗刹或常驻5星角色。同时，开拓者同步获取星魂已满的5星角色时，还将额外获得一个旅伴银铃代币。每2个旅伴银铃可以兑换一个旅伴精灵代币。之前溢出的5星角色星魂也会补发相应数量的旅伴银铃代币。
除此之外，从3.2版本开始，开拓者在角色活动跃迁中可以自定义飞 up 的5星角色。画面中的这几位限定5星角色将加入首批可自定义的范围内。
哦，也就是说，算上之前的常驻角色，我们可以从10位中任选其。
I'll never pull the on jig again. Yes. I probably peaked my mic. Sorry. Holy! Never getting pranked by Yanqing ever again. At least unless he receives like the most massive buff of all time in the future. But holy crap, bro. Elijah, you can save the token for a future 5-star. Well, it makes sense. Right? Because if this is going to be a shop, so we're gonna all get one for free. But then in the future you get surplus Eidolons. You will get those silver ones, you can turn into the gold ones. It makes sense they'll add to it over time. I'll say for me, I'm probably just gonna get Luocha though. Well, my Firefly team is like my strongest team. I am gonna look at how massive Ranmei's E1 would be. But if her E1 isn't like insanely good, I'm just gonna get Luocha because I like filling out my collection. And I do not have Luocha yet. But I think it definitely, if someone wants to save, if someone has both Ranmei and Luocha wants to save, that'd make sense. Her E1 is massive. Oh, well. I might keep feeding my break team then. Because I don't think they're getting break support for a while. I think that was a 2.x special kind of team. So I want to keep that team powerful. But yeah, holy shit. So you can choose 7 out of 10 characters. Wow. Interesting. Really, really cool that they're doing that. I think those will just be added for now, too. So in addition to, I'm sure they're going to add more characters to that gold shop in the future. Probably add more characters to the special 50/50. They're basically making older limited characters, which is so awesome. Because that's like yet to happen in Genshin Impact, right? I've been wanting this like, well, not since day 1. We didn't need anything day 1. But I've been hoping this would happen, but I didn't dare to say it often because I heard that Genshin Impact is still the same like 6 standard 5-star characters. But to be able to, I think every self-respecting gacha should eventually add really old limited characters to standard pools. When they're not just competing with the modern day power creep, it just makes sense to do it. Genshin has added characters to the standard banner, but then Lazy Sun's saying Genshin would never. So I'm getting conflicting information. I genuinely don't know as someone who never played Genshin. But I was under the impression they did not. Her E1, Ranmei's E1, while the Ultimate Zone is deployed, the damage dealt by allies ignores 20% of target's defense. I'm probably gonna get E1 Ranmei. I want it's a very simple thing I want. I want my break team to still be playable in version 5.x. So to make that happen, sometimes you gotta buy some Eidolons, you know? You've got, okay, so Genshin has added some, that's good. I thought Genshin was, liked milking their players. But point is, I'm very glad they're doing this. I never lie, Sticky must blow. Oh, I believe you, Ninja, but Lazy Sun said something else. I didn't think Lazy Sun's a liar either. But it did absolutely ruin Deya. She was worse than some of the standards when she was released. Yikes. I don't think HSO has ever had that. I don't think we've ever had someone objectively worse than a standard character. Some 5 subs are not so good. As compared to this, I mean, okay. I do have to say that Zila's kind of fallen off. You got to put in a lot of investment for Zila to be good. But Fushron, I still think is a playable sustain into modern age. And I mean, Blade stocks just went up, up, up. Like, well, I do think Mighty's better, despite the Ninja Cope. I do think Blade is a lot better with Casterus existing. Honestly, I want to put Blade, Casterus, Mighty, and some really, really, like, overworked sustainer on one team and see what happens. And get E1 Blade now. Okay.
同时，画面中的这些限定5星光锥以及常驻5星光锥也会加入到刚刚提到的兑换商店内。从 3.2 版本开始，开拓者可以通过无名科的荣勋和无名科的奖章来获取光锥兑换代币。代币的使用是没有时间限制的，大家可以根据需要自行安排。
哦，没有时间限制，很贴心。
So that's what it sounds like. Yeah. So if you can get what you want now, or you can save it for future editions. Sure, makes sense. I like it. Man, Anna and Ron May for free is crazy. So LaRocha and Ron May are going to be like in the light cone with the standard light cones now. Crazy. How do they ruin my Kree I saved so hard for? I hate to ask. I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to look it up. Who's this person? Deya? Deya. Or Deya, maybe. Ooh. I've spotted the issue. I've spotted the issue, chat. They've made it was the sin of being a character that's not white as Wonder Bread in a Hoyoverse game. I like Hoyoverse, I really do. I choose to believe it's more because of the CN market than because of the company itself. But holy fuck, are the game mechanics racist. Like, the fact that in HSR, we've got one dark-skinned character, Arlon, and he is the worst 4-star from the get-go in 1.0, not a single one released since then. And now, apparently, I'm learning that Dayad is 5 stars, worse than some standard 5 stars. Candace is the same, and she's now stronger than Dayad. Well, that's good, that's good. I'm just saying the track record's not great. Like, I don't think I have a single character that's even close to Tan in ZZZ yet. I don't know. They definitely do not have a DEI quota in their character design team. That's for darn sure.
年一样，国老梦华也将迎来首充双倍重置。3.2版本同去年一样，国老梦华也将迎来首充双倍重置。3.2 版本期间，累计获得一定数量的国老梦华，可以获得前面提到的角色代币和光锥代币，还有专属的精美装饰。
好，那这回的确是有不少通关内容。
That is pretty fucking good. Yeah, they're basically saying free 5-star Luracha Ron May, free 5-star Light Cone. That is one of the new limited ones, and I guess a personality display set. I don't know what that is. ZZZ hasn't reached that level yet, but HSR has all on. Well, ZZZ just hasn't had the chance, right? ZZZ literally doesn't have a single one, as far as I'm sure. Now, for real, the fact that Natlan peeps are mostly white would have stopped me from playing if Fontaine hadn't been so boring, lol. Would have stopped me from playing if Fontaine had been so boring. Okay, so you were just like, because I don't know what the chronology of GI is at all. Fontaine was so boring that Natlan came after, and you were just like finally a crumb of content. Am I understanding that right?
不止这些，今天我们还有一些前瞻信息想要带给各位。
Today,
是的，
wait, what's that?
是这些。
That's not all. What do you
今天
mean?
我们还有一些前瞻信息想要带给各位。
是的，
So it's
那
Dr. Orange,
先
shall
从
we?
阿成老师开始吧。
首先
First,
是
like,
大
bro,
家比较
everyone's
关心
waiting
的
for
老角色
buffing
加
old,
强。
buffing old characters. Bro, please mention Silverwolf. You shot her in the head. Please revive her. You only get those when you buy crystals. Wait, that is pay to win? Only get those. Oh, wait, what? Accumulate Oneric Shard. Oh, it's pay to win. I see. Shame. Slight shame there. Well, I wonder, is that going to be like during an event period? Or is that going to be like for all time? Because I don't really want to give them too much money during 3.2 because of what they've done. Hold on, I feel like I need to go to Marathon Mojo so I can read these properly. So I found it was so boring you stopped playing, but you wanted to keep trying because I was looking forward to Notland, but since Notland was so whitewashed, I'm glad I stopped playing before it got released. I see. You would have stopped playing at Nathlon, but you stopped playing even earlier because of Fontaine. Gotcha. Get into your bedtime, you're good. Oh yeah, it's like 9 p.m. for you, right? I forget. You're pretty far away from me. And it's during an event period. That's kind of lame. That's a little lame. We'll see how I feel. I did get a lot of money recently from some odd jobs I did for people. So I do have cash to do some top-ups. But I don't know if I want to give them that money during a patch. That's some stuff I disagree with. So the bed is late.
好，那这回的确是有不少重磅内容啊。
不止这些，今天陈老师开始吧。首先是大家比较关。
I do want to hear about this buffing old characters really badly. Your old ass is in bed by 10 p.m. Oh my god, you're like my grandma. For real, that's crazy. Wait till you get to your 30s, Jake. I'll do a number on it yet. Nah, I'm gonna be in my 30s and just getting started. Don't even worry about it.
新的老角色加强，在3.4
version
版本。
3.4, two versions. Two versions. I don't want to wait that long. Oh wow. You need to wake up at 7 for school tomorrow. Oh, gotcha. Jake Slowish. I can't help myself. But in 3.4, Silverwolf Blade, Kafka, and Jingle. I like how it's all the Stellaron hunters except Firefly. They were like, Firefly, your ass does not need a buff. We need to bring the others up to your level. And Jingaloo is also cool to make Jingaloo mains feel better about Casterus destroying their
银狼、刃、卡夫卡、净流就会迎来加强。
太好了，确实是提上日程了。
是的，而且是对角色本体进行加强。具体方案会在后续版本公布。
Because there have been people who have been really concerned that the buffs would be like special weapons or lycons you have to get for them. Well, apparently that's this thing that happened in Honkai Impact 3rd. So characters themselves sounds like it'll just buff the characters straight up, which would be a much better way of doing it, as opposed to having something new to pull for. Early Rise is only fun when you know you haven't got anything to do for the whole day. True. Blaze getting a buff and being added to loses? I don't know what you meant there. Blaze getting a buff and being added to losses, 50-50 losses. Yeah, it's a double win for Blade.
哦，那我就等着看后面的一些官方讯息了。
并且在今年呢，也会有全新的限定5星角色直接免费获取，请大家期待一下。
哦，期待，原来还有可以获取的。
I'm gonna guess that free 5-star. I'm gonna make the call that's going to be during the Fate Stay Night collab. But we'll see if I'm right on that.
感谢阿胜老师为我们带来的前瞻讯息。那勺姐老师这边呢
？OK。IP 毕竟启动更早，所以我们前瞻的也更多一些。首先想为大家带来的是主线的消息。25年，铁道会在游戏内做更多内容尝试，比如其中一项就是动画进主线。游戏内做更多内容尝试，比如其中一项就是动画进主线。
哦，是说像飞光啊、永劫人武啊这样的短片，以后有机会在游戏内看到吗？
是的。举个最近的例子，近期我们会发布一段有关霞蝶和艾蒂里亚的短片，而在3.2版本上线后，大家会发现它其实是主线的一个片段，与开拓任务密切关联。以往短片都是独立成章，所以内容大多数都是人物过往或者外传。但随着主线推进，我们希望能用更多形式演绎故事的重要情节。浅浅预告一下，也许在未来的某个版本还会出现不能提前发布，只能在版更当天才能提到。
哦，那一定是关联非常密切的情节。
除了动画，像是《天星自由》这一类的 2D 也会承担更重要的使命。今年是铁道上线2周年，算算时间，咱们的开拓任务也走到第一阶段的转折点了。
转折点，好不妙的说法呀！我就知道开拓之旅不会是简单的公路片。
线索很快就会出现，3.3到3.4版本会有一条特别的天星自由，同样和主线强相关，大家会在其中。 3.4版本会有一条特别的千星纪游，同样和主线强相关，大家会在其中看见一些老朋友的近况，而他们会被某件事串联在一起。而这趟群星之旅的主要目标和埋藏在温法罗斯这个世界的秘密也将同时揭开。
难怪说温法罗斯会分为上下两部，果然这一战还是和银河息息相关的。
Interesting. Sounds like we're going to be getting some really insane story elements in the future here, huh? Jinglu stays hot as hell. True, we'll be checking on Jinglu waiting trial in this Yanzhou for sure.
这我就不知道了，但或许可能不止银河列车组2位最重要的伙伴3月7和单横也会在这一年向前走出许多呢。和他们一样，随着大主线进入更深的阶段，会有更多支线需要回收，会有更多新老角色要走上舞台，铁道的剧情体量也将带上一个台阶。最后还有一则讯息想带给各位开拓者。就像先前提到的，铁道主线往往是提前1年以上进行筹备，不确定性大，难免会留下一些缺憾。其中之一就是匹诺康尼受限于当时的剧情体量，原案中的部分故事线没能完全落地，而上线后我们也看到了玩家为这些内容留白感到了遗憾。我们也觉得这部分缺失是很难用普通的开拓续文或后日谈来补全的，所以铁道今年会做一次新的尝试，在3.8这一个版本，我们将上线周末任务记忆之梦的开场白。
周末任务，而且再加上这个标题和这个类别摆在一起的话，总感觉信息量非常大呀。
Make your Jinglu better. You might have to now that they're getting buffed anyways.
开拓者们可以将其视作对匹诺康尼主
Y'all have the same type. Crazy? Are you talking about the type of crazy? Is that one just trying to confirm?
的一种补完，在某位冯道公的帮助下，那场遗产争夺战中不为人知的有关星河猎手公司、假面愚者等派系的另一条故事线和这个不眠之夜真正的结局，将浮出记忆的水面。
的确是有不少值得期待的东西呢。那么好的，崩坏星空铁道3.2版本前瞻特别节目到此就要结束了，非常感谢开拓者的观看。
我们再次祝开拓者2周年快乐
！2周年快乐！
感谢开拓者的一路相伴，愿你每天开心，
愿此行
终抵群星，拜拜。
Oh, firewood! What? Whoa, the set designers go crazy there in Hoyoverse. Oh my gosh. Okay, chat. That was pretty good. I gotta admit it. I like my crazy girls only because I think I can fix. Bro, you cannot fix Jingliu. She is broken. Hold on, we're gonna stop the thing for this. I got the dogs in. I'm gonna collect my thoughts. I'm gonna give my opinions on 3.2's live stream. Doggos! Hey, you guys want to see them? You can say hi. Hold up. Let's go ahead and... Hey, Casey. Well, look at this guy. Hold on. It's kind of... This is Casey Jones. There he is. Oh. Hi, buddy. Dog reveal. Dog reveal. Dog reveal for free? Not even locked behind Patreon? That's crazy. That's that state content we like to deliver. Okay, buddy. Woohoo! Very cute. Very cute. The puppies, indeed. Okay. 3.2 live stream. Pretty good. Yes, we have 2 Australian Shepherds, Casey Jones and Stella Blue. They're good dogs. They're good dogs. They're so cute. I love them. Hey, Casey. Stella, say hi. Stella, come say hi too. Say hi to Hannah. Alright. Woo! Nice. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. I will play with them later. But now I want to talk about what I just watched. There's a lot to unpack there. Stella, so sweet and respectful. Yeah, she's a good girl. She is 5 years old, so she's grown up. She's mature. Meanwhile, Casey Jones is our 1.5-year-old. So he's in what we would call the T-Rex phase. He is not so quick to ask. Man, to your room, really? Yeah. Lots of good, lot of bad, right? 3.2. How do I say? So, let's go piece by piece. They kind of went story, character, anniversary. Actually, I might save characters for last, because I think it's the only negative part. Because I want to say, overall, 3.2 looks really good. I'm not going to go... There's been some rage bait I've been seeing. The global passive obviously has people in a tizzy. But 3.2 overall looks very, very good. I was never going to stop playing the game because of the global passive. And I'll explain why I don't like it in a second. It seems like there are people who like it and do like it, which is awesome. I love to see discourse. I'll explain why I don't like it in a second, but suffice to say now I don't like it, but it was never going to stop me from playing the game. I love HSR. Amphorius' story has been my favorite since Belobog so far. Like, before Amphorius, I would say my tier list was like Belobog, Penacony, Cienjo. Not including War Dance, because War Dance is actually really good, introducing Fei Xiao and such, but I'm talking about, like, the Cienjo introductionary story. Not that great in my opinion. Belobog I thought was a peak, fantastic introduction, and Penacony was pretty good. It was pretty good. I wasn't enamored by it, but I enjoyed it. Amphorius is right beneath Belobog. Depending on how the story finishes, it might rise above Belobog. We'll have to see. It's not really fair to Belobog, though I have to say that Amphorius might have like double the story content by the time it's done, but that's besides the point. I was never going to stop playing because of anything bad. Hoyoverse have to do something really, really bad. I don't even know what they'd have to do. They'd have to do, like, they would have to say, Castris, you can't use in-game currency. They would have to say something like, Castris is this really cool character as a passive that you can only pull for with Oneric Shard instead of Stellar Jade, right? Like, you can only pull with the premium currency. They'd have to do something to that level to really get me to stop playing when the story is this good. Story looks amazing. I'm very excited to play 3.2. Anniversary content looks amazing. Yeah, I feel think I agree with that. Good. We're on the same page so far. Anniversary awards, holy shit. I mean, that's why I'm going to have trouble. I got to tell you, people are saying online, I heard that the anniversary awards were good. And I saw people saying, hey, don't let the anniversary awards distract you from the global passive. But I gotta say, when the anniversary awards are that good, I feel like I've been placated just a little bit. When they're giving us 30 pulls for existing. And it does look like just 10 to 30. They didn't mention the usual Odyssey thing. They didn't mention 10 pulls for starting. So I think it is 10 to 30 or 10 to 40. But that's still amazing. 20 more pulls as opposed to a normal version is really nice. Giving us free 5-star characters. A free 5-star character. Both of which are good. LaRocha. And I don't know for LaRocha. I don't know how much he's played. But he's got a good space in my head. And Ron May's obviously gotten one of the strongest teams from 2.x. I think the event looks like a lot of fun. A lot of Jade there. And some people are annoyed by the passive, but people aren't gonna stop playing. People shouldn't stop playing. If people really care about this game, the worst thing you can do is stop playing because of the passive. And I'll get into that into a second. We're glazing a little bit longer. I should put on like some music while I glaze. Hold on, it's getting quiet in here. Hold on. Nah, that's a little too high energy. I need like something peaceful. Sunset in the Mountains. That's a good name. Okay, yeah, there we go. Some crickets. Okay, so back to the point at hand. Anniversary rewards seem fantastic. I'm a little sad that they're offering so much more to people who whale out. Like when I saw they were showing another golden character token thing and 4 Litecoin materials, but that's actually, depending on how much you top up during the event, that's a little, That's probably like the only bad thing I'll say about the anniversary. It is entirely dependent on how much you have to pay to get that stuff. Like if we're talking $20, $10 to get it all, sure. If we're talking like you have to pay $100 to get that guy, and they're really just pushing whaling to that level, that's not great to do during anniversary. The refreshing a top-up bonus alone is already enough to get whales to spend a lot more money. So I feel like that's a little... catering to the whales isn't needed, depending on the price. If the price is like $15, I'm in. But the story looks great. Very excited to see what happens. Anniversary, I give that a solid A, like 95, 94% out of 100. That's a little too intense. Hold on, I might just need like some Skyrim music. Hold on, let's try this, okay. Now I get into the characters. Star Rail does have a power creep problem. I think we all know this, it's not surprising. They are showing that off today pretty freely. Anaxa is shooting Silverwolf in the face. Now, in 2 versions, Silverwolf is getting a buff. I'm curious to see what that buff will be. You know? For real, it has been happening for a while, you're correct. And I feel like it's coming for a head with the 3.2 announcement. I think this might be the breaking point. I think it's a combination of power creep and no new 4-stars for so long. Do I say flabbergasted? I don't know if I'm at flabbergasted levels yet. But I am astonished that there was no new 4-star character for 3.1. We got Gallagher and Misha back in 2.1, both which were very decent 4-star characters. And now we're about to enter 3.2 and don't have any. Drip marketing for 3.3 has already happened apparently, without a 4-star as well. So it's safe to say that 3.3 won't have any 4-stars either. And I'm not for that. I think it's important to have 4-stars in a game. I remember back in the good old days. Now, I think modern gacha games are better in a lot of ways, but one thing I do think of in the olden days is when 5-stars were 5-stars because they were the most rare. There was usually, at least for the first like 4 to 5 years of a gacha game, the 5-star pool is the smallest character pool in a game. The fact that in HSR, well, it's one thing already that Hoyoverse does all the time. It used to be 4 and 5-star because there were 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star characters in a gacha. It's funny enough there's only 3-star weapons and only 4-star and 5-star characters, right? Like, might as well do 1, 2, and 3-star at that point. Might as well do, yeah, whatever. But then also for there to be like double or triple the amount of 5-star characters to 4-star characters, I don't love it. I would really appreciate more 4-stars in the game. They also speedrun 5-star character releases. We are getting 2 new 5-stars every version. Exactly, Big. Totally right. They are cooking free-to-play accounts and pushing the wallets of whales to their limits. Everything is a 5-star. It'd be nice to have a viable and playable 4-star. And there's still someone around Gallagher is still playable. Serval, 4-star, has found a new life in my Herder team. My Rockstar Queen. So overjoyed that her synergy with Herder is good enough to be playable. That's one thing you'll give Genshin, though, some core 4-stars that just haven't been replaced. And that's not really the case for HSR. Like, even for good 4-stars, Gallagher is still a good 4-star, but then they're like, fuck that. And Lingsha's objectively better. Misha is an okay damage dealer, but there are about 100 different... Oh, that's an exaggeration. But there are, fuck it, there are about 100 different DPSs at 5-star that are probably objectively better than Misha. We are getting more Euphoria's characters than we did in Penacony. I believe it. And now here's a good point that was raised, though, I want to bring up. I think, I've read, it's because of the power creep problem, and it makes sense. They don't want to release new 4-star characters because the power creep is so bad now that a new 4-star character that'd be any kind of playable would probably power creep old 5-star limited characters because of how bad the power creep has been. So that's my first point against the characters. The power creep is rampant, and it's not even pretending to slow down. Anaxa is insane in a vacuum, and even more so is Herda. Free AoEs when his buffs, when his attacks make someone to weakness. An ultimate that gives every weakness type to every guy, which is funny as it is. It doesn't even sound like something that should be coming out of an official live stream. It looks like something I should see on some insane custom character design Honkai Star Rail post. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I bet a modern day 4-star DPS is about, they'd probably have to be like 3 times better than a Zila to be worth anything, which is a problem. I'm actually really surprised they did not mention Zila and the 3.4 buffs coming up, by the way. Side tangent. That's surprising to me. I'm a little disappointed they're only buffing limited 5-star characters. I think Zila needs the help, and then looking at standards, I think Yanqing has needed buff help since 1.0. So I am disappointed that they're only... I hope that they announce more than just those 4 and 3.4. Genshin still doesn't have a character to power creep Bennett. He's a 1.0 4-star. And, like, that's credit to Genshin for that. Genshin might be a lot less generous in HSR, objectively speaking, but it sounds like the game designers at GI know what they're doing much better. Because at the end of the day, like, the most important thing is playing the game. And you don't need 30 pulls in a game if you can play 4-stars reliably. Of course we need 30 pulls in HSR. We just simply can't use our 4-star characters. That's not an option 9 times out of 10, 9 teams out of 10. Yanqing needs to go to bed, LMAF. Fucking true. Please give your baby girl Zila a buff, right? I can't believe they didn't mention Zila. Like, I think Zila needs a buff more than Blade does. Silverwolf needs it as bad as Zila, I think. But, like, Blade? Kafka's alright still? I can only imagine it's because we're gonna get the Elrond Hunters in the story again soon. And that's why they're specifically getting buffs. And Jinglu's also gonna be in the story again soon. We saw a still image of her in the live stream. I talked about Ganaxa being power crept. Castris, we're going to approach the passive in a second. But outside the passive, she's insane too. She's, if Anaxa is Silverwolf 2.0, Castris is Jinglu 2.0. Taking down enemies, taking down player health with a skill in order to power up an ultimate. I guess it's an ultimate instead of a passive, right? An ultimate that summons a fucking dragon. Now, I don't know what the damage numbers for the dragon are, but I bet they're going to be way better than Jinglu's. And they heal everyone at the end, too. I'm pretty sure Jinglu doesn't have any healing to keep going. I think you need to sustain on a Jinglu team, else you would die. I could be wrong on that. I've never owned Jinglu, to be fair. But she certainly looks, to me, as someone who never had the OG Hag, as an insanely power-crept version of Jinglu. I also, a little side tangent where I was talking about Castris, I wonder what this territory thing does. They mentioned the territory that Castris puts on the field when the dragon is summoned. And they didn't say it did anything itself, but it comes alongside the dragon. My guess is that it's just going to be a way of saying you can't have multiple like high-powered DPSs on the team. I guess they are going to be Jingliu eats way less health than Castle. Okay, that's fair. But Castus also has the healing, which Jingliu doesn't have. Does Jingliu here also? Jingliu doesn't heal, right? This is a genuine question. I'm not an expert in her. I've never had her. But also, even if she does healing as well, casters can really afford to. Jingliu doesn't. Yeah, so not only does casters heal, she's also got the revive thing. Casters doesn't care about bringing everyone to 1 health, because when they all die, she'll revive them, and then she will have the dragon to explode and heal everyone, and healing all of them gets the butterfly thing to go away so they can be revived again. I can't believe that the revive we're gonna start getting into it now, I guess. We're flowing into it. I can't believe the revive passive requires a heal to be dispelled. I was like, without knowing what it was entirely, I was like, okay, so everyone gets like 1 free revive per battle. No, the fact that you revive and then if you heal, it's good to go again, that is crazy to me. I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for potentially unlimited revives unless an enemy is seriously fucking you up. That is insane. That is immortality. And I know because all the endgame content is time-based, not necessarily who survived based, there is a point to be made that the revive doesn't actually help that much. But I do think, assuming that Castorus's dragon heal counts for dispelling the revive thing, I think that shit's insane. Because now you'll be able to say, okay, team was no sustain but Castorus. You just have the dragon shoot people to death, and the moment 2 or 3 of your characters have used the revive and have the butterfly, you have your dragon explode and refill everyone's health, and then it can be revived again. That's so kooky to me, man. And I get to the passive itself, because even though without me saying all that, that's like in a team with Castorus. I don't think it'll do necessarily that much in a team without Castorus, because you still need to heal them. You still need to find another way to sustain them, right? It's really going to be less a passive that makes people stronger and more a passive that shores up misplays. There have been games I've played in endgame content where I have a sustained character, but a character dies because maybe I didn't do a good job keeping them alive. Maybe there were a few attacks I wasn't expecting from the enemy. Maybe I used an ultimate at the wrong time and a character died, I had to restart. With Castor's global passive, I won't have to restart anymore. Someone will be left surviving at 1 HP. I'll get to heal off and it'll be good to continue. I have a feeling that it might get changed, or they will give Castor out for free in a few versions. I don't know. As one of my friends very aptly put it, the online community is not all people playing the game. There is a silent majority out there, probably. I don't know. How true is silent majority for a game like Honkai Star Rail? I have to ask at the same time. Because I hear the argument used, and I agree with it in a lot of cases. There's a silent majority in Magic the Gathering. People fucking eat up Universes Beyond, despite how much many creators bemoan it. There's certainly the case in games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, where terminally online podcasters complain about how the newest Call of Duty is the exact same as the last Call of Duty. They're still selling well. Is there that much of a silent majority for a gacha game? Are there that many people playing a waifu, like, Hoyoverse gacha game that isn't online? I don't know the answer. I don't know if that's a yes or no. But I do have a gut feeling that if there is a silent majority, it's not, like, as much of a factor as is for other games, titles. So, does this backlash matter? Or is there a silent majority that will buy Castorus up so much that Hoyo doesn't have to care? genuine, I don't know. That is going to be a wait and see. I wonder if the same thing applies to when people only leave bad reviews and people aren't bothered just aren't as vocal. That's probably true in this case too. That's probably more true. I think that's more applicable to Casterus than a silent majority. Certainly. Because I do tend to associate gacha gamers and people who are online a lot, for better and for worse. But yeah, let me talk about why. Let me talk about why I don't like the passive now. Let's get into it. Maybe more people wanted this than there is who didn't. Who knows? Who knows? There's no way they're not paying attention to survey stuff. No one asked for this though, right? Did anyone ask for global passive? I don't know. I can't imagine. I'm thinking of a layman who plays Honkai Star Rail. I can't imagine in my head the same person who doesn't care about online stuff. Someone come up with the idea, hey, give me a character with a global passive. I don't think anyone suggested this to Hoyoverse. I think this idea was cooked in-house. This innovation, we can call it. It's non-grass touchers. True. Very, very true. That's a good thing to call us. So, I've had the time to think about this. I do not have a problem with Casterus' passive. I agree with people who say that, like, outside, when she's not on the team, it's, like, not even that good of a passive. It's not that helpful, yada, yada. I do think it has applications. I think having this passive on your team can open up avenues that, on your account, sorry, can open up avenues that you don't have with Casterus not on your account. But it's not huge. But even that enough is the problem. I am terrified of the precedent that this sets for Honkai Star Rail. It's not Casterus' global passive specifically. It is global passives as a concept, what they can mean in the future. I think it is unfair to both free-to-play players who want to pick and choose their characters, and to incoming players who have missed the banners. Now, granted, there are reruns, but I'm going to say, who knows when stuff gets reran. That Dr. Ratio rerun happening this version, that's his first banner rerun since, I think, 1.6. I think it's his first rerun. I think it's unfair to both of these parties to have a global passive thing. Welcome first time chatter, Drakian. If there was passives in-game, it should only be applied to the MC. Ooh, I like that idea. You know what? Base idea, Drakian. That'd be a good compromise. This when people make it in my stream too. It's not that this passive what you need for a future game. Exactly. Because right now we are going to live in a world where, objectively speaking, the same team on two different accounts, one doesn't have Casterus, one does. One is objectively tankier. How much does that matter? Not a ton. If this is a one and done, that's what I hope. I hope this is a one and done. If this is a one and done, this is the only time I ever see a global passive because they tried it and they saw the backlash. That is fine. I will forgive Hoyoverse. And that's the silliest thing to say. I'm a little guy with 260 followers on Twitch. Does Hoyoverse need my forgiveness? No, but I'm going to say it anyways. I will forgive Hoyoverse if this is a one and done. But I'm really concerned about it continuing. What happens if in 3.8 we get a character that can do a global follow-up attack passive? When you do X and or Y, a follow-up attack happens whether or not this character is on the team. What are we going to do if they ever release a Harmony character that has a global attack up passive, or a crit rate passive, or crit damage? What if they start doing stuff like that? It's a slippery slope. Well, maybe we will start seeing, well, apparently they don't care about fucking implants. Nox is insane. Maybe we're going to get a character eventually with a global passive that just implants weaknesses at the start of the battle. We have the technology for it. There's that relic from Divergent Universe, where when you start a battle, all the enemies get implanted with weaknesses based on your team's types. Maybe we'll get a Nihility character who has a global passive. When you start battle, all the enemies are randomly implanted with weaknesses relevant to your team. You got 70 golden tickets saved for her. Nice, Drakian, nice. Hopefully the backlash makes it the case, because in this, I don't think I said anything unreasonable here. I don't think I said anything more out of the ordinary than a death demigod giving revives. Because now looking at what if 2 years in the future, I cannot imagine breast implants every time. Lazy son, you need, sweetie, baby girl. And actually giving everyone boobies. You need to go cool off or something. You need to like get a wand or something, because I'm trying to make a serious point. You're talking about breast implants in my stream. Goddamn. Firefly's the only character who can apply fire weakness to an enemy who doesn't have it. I mean, kind of true. Hold on, my 1 second, chat. My wireless headphones told me they're low battery. I'm gonna get my charger. I'll keep talking. Technically true, but Silverwolf can do it as well. It's just that Silverwolf can only do it if there's a fire character on your team, since Silverwolf requires only implants weaknesses on your team. And then she does it randomly, like it's not guaranteed, right? But you're right that Firefly does it consistently. Both Silverwolf and Anaxa will, as far as I can tell, do it. Well, I know for Silverwolf. As far as I can tell for Anaxa, do it randomly. Don't have SU. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Drakian. Anaxa's really sad for Silverwolf because Silverwolf is the big thing. When you use her skill, a single random weakness is implanted based on what elements on your team. And you can only have one at a time. If you use the skill again, the old one's overwritten for the new one. And then you have Anaxa, who every attack implants weaknesses and they can stack until they have all 7 weakness types. The way that man just kicks SW in the ribcage is insane. Oh, but we're not talking about that power creep. Maybe SW buff will be that stacks. That's gotta be the bare minimum. I honestly think they might put her in like a whole different direction now, because I don't know you beat what Anaxa does. Like, she also does a bunch of random other debuffs, and to be fair, in addition to that implant, Silverwolf also applied random debuffs on every attack. They could hit reduce speed, reduce attack, or reduce toughness randomly. So maybe they'll go in that direction. Maybe she'll get the ability to apply a shit ton of random stat debuffs to enemies to make it more unique. That'd be something. I don't know. I'll have to see. But to finish my earlier point, we're looking at a world where if this goes well, 2 years down the line, we're not looking at 2 of the same teams being just sturdier with global passives. We're looking at someone who's been playing for a few years and has gotten every GP character, and someone who has played for a time but has not gotten every GP character, where this team does more damage, has more follow-up attack triggers, is sturdier, and is more versatile because weakness implants happen when they enter battle. That is horrible. That is a horrible thing. Part of what I love about gacha games is the same thing I love about Magic the Gathering. It's building a synergistic engine, building a deck in MTG, building a team, and things like Honkai Star Rail. There's less. I feel like there's less mental reward for it than there used to be, which sounds lame, but I'm just saying it. Than what there used to be in like older gacha games, because I feel like they kind of released, at least in Hoyo versus Case, sort of released the teams like prefab for you. Like you kind of know who's supposed to go together with who. But even then, there's still fun stuff to be found. I don't know if Hoyoverse meant to have Serval work solos to Herda, but I think that's really fun. I love running Serval Herda so freaking much. It is a delight for me. The silly stuff like that, like seeing if Mighty works with Lynx. He doesn't really, but trying out like Lynx, my old 4-star abundance healer that increases max health with Mighty, has been fun. And I really feel like global passives destroy that. I feel like they take away that enjoyment. Because now you are saying, okay, I'm gonna throw 4 characters together that do the thing, and I'm gonna do the thing better and better because I have GPs. So that's what I'm scared of. I am, because I'd stop playing the game if that happened. I'd stop playing the game. You're going to be running Ron May with castles when she releases. See, that's what I like to see. Let's play around. Let's see what's working where. Let's see what characters are going to be doing. Easier Acheron's Tribby. Yes, totally. I mean, I don't have Tribby, but I'm happy to hear that, Biggie, because I know you're an Acheron fan, so I'm really happy to hear that. That's really cool. Makes a lot of sense, too. I want to see that, and maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but I do feel like a glut of GPs would destroy that. And slippery slope. All respect to people saying that. Coming from a Magic player, we got told to not use the slippery slope argument when the Walking Dead Secret Lair came out years ago. And this month we were getting SpongeBob SquarePants in our high fantasy card game. So I no longer trust capitalist companies to not go down a slippery slope in the name of profit. So what does that mean for me? I'm going to keep playing the game. I love the game. And as I said earlier, let's start being a little happier again. I think the anniversary awards doing are awesome. I think the story looks really good. And honestly, I'm just bummed because the other thing is, like, this is totally subjective. Totally aside from the GP, Castros' kit was cool enough as is. She had the slam dunk kit. That innovation of the ultimate being the summon, which we kind of knew that was coming. Like, we kind of knew a Remembrance character was going to summon on ult, right, eventually. So we kind of knew it, but it's cool to see. But then on top of that, having the controlled modular breath attack, giving some more interaction to a turn-based game, that is extremely, extremely cool. And I'm just very saddened that they are muddying the waters of what for me would have been a slam dunk character by throwing the politics of this global passive into her. She didn't need it. She was good enough. She was good enough. And now you got me thinking. And I don't like thinking. I play Zella Zone Zero. I play Honkai. I'm just trying to look at Bankas. And Abundas, I mean. I pronounced it wrong. So I'm still learning that word from Lazy Son. So it's a darn shame I gotta think about my waifu now. In a way that's not just about her figure. Definitely a slippery slope. You'll just have to see with time how he responds on a fans adjusted whole global passive thing. Absolutely. Do you see people fooling me on YouTube? No, I'll have to check it out after this, Drakian. Hole and Faith will be a real one day. Oh, this is interesting. I'll definitely check it out in a second here. This thing sounds funny. But yeah, so going forward, I'm going to keep playing the game. I am going to think long and hard about whether or not I should pull for Castros. I'm not going to tell anyone else not to do it. Everyone should play the game they like. I'm pretty sure people... Oh, hey! Hold on, thank you. Wait, where's my activity bar? I heard the noise. Was that a Drakian follow? Hold on, let me pull up my activity bar. Sorry, about the noise came up. I guess I have to update my alerts on my chatting screen. Good to know. That is a Drakian 22 follow. Thank you so much for joining the diner. We're happy to have you here. Most of my streams are not being boring and talking and ranting. I promise you, usually playing the Horrorverse games. But this is a special time, ain't it? I'm not gonna tell anyone else not to pull for Castros. You should pull for your like. I'm even aware some people really like the idea. Really like the idea of a global passives in their game. Thank you, and the gifted sub to Drake. You give them a good start to the diner. Enjoy your steak-based, you have extra meaty emotes, and the ad-free viewing that comes with it. I think long and hard whenever I would summon or not, I decided I should. That's totally valid. Also thinking, yeah. I'm not going to tell you that's wrong. I'm not going to tell you that's wrong. There are people who like global passives. Honestly, on some levels, it's subjective. If some people may like the idea of making every team they have 50% stronger just because they have the 7 GP characters released so far, right? Welcome to the steakhouse. Welcome to the diner. Hell yeah. Personally, I'm on the fence. Because I really think Castris is cool. And I really like Remembrance as a path. I've been a fan of summons since I played Wizard 101 as a child. I have always gravitated towards summoner classes or characters because of that kind of like early influence. Summoning a dragon's pretty darn cool. But I also do feel that every pull for her may or may not be what the executives at Hoyoverse will use as an excuse, as a pull for global passives. And so it's really tough. I'll tell you what I'm guaranteed gonna do. I'm gonna give them less money this version. During 3.2, and it's easy to do because they gave us so many resources the anniversary, so it's really nice. But during 3.2, I am not doing the monthly pass, which I've been doing since I started. I am skipping the battle pass, which I've not done in a hot second, though I've not done that consistently. I'm not going to be buying the top-ups instantly, even though that one's going to be tough, because I'd love to get another one of those golden character things. And I usually, at least the first anniversary, I bought some top-ups immediately when they refreshed. But I'm not going to do that either. I'll probably buy them in 3.3 and just say C'est la vie to the event bonuses. I'm not going to give Hoyoverse any money during 3.2, and I would recommend anyone willing to do that to do the same. But also, still no pressure. And I'm going to... I can at least say she's gone from a must pull to a maybe pull because of this. Castris has gone from a must pull to a maybe pull. I can't tell you guys right now whether I'm going to pull for her or not. I really can't. I really like her. She looks really cool. I like Remembrance characters. I like dragons. And I want Mighty to be better. I think my Mighty needs some help, and I think Castris might be the help he needs. So that one's gonna be tough. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it real hard. What does Mighty summon? Yeah, Mighty is not Remembrance. Castris is Remembrance. I'm talking about Castris. Yeah, all Remembrance is, Lazy Sun, is characters that summon things. They basically can be like any other path. But they summon things, and that's what it is. No, Mighty's not the summon. He does summon a 6-pack, true, but no, Mighty's destruction. I'll tell you what this does make me wish in retrospect is I pulled for Aglaya. I did pull for Aglaya despite her being Remembrance because I saw the whispers online how cool Castris would be as a Remembrance character. She'd be the Quantum Dragon Remembrance character. She is. All that is still true. But we'll see. Yeah, man summons ore farming. It's true. Not all Forest characters are Remembrance, no. That is funny, though. No, Tribby is Harmony, Mighty is Destruction, and Anoxa is Erudition. So not everyone. You have Mighty, you can clearly tell I've paid no attention to anything but his abs. Hot, hot, hot. I was so afraid that Cast would be right after Aglaya. Yeah, it was nice that they gave us a little break from... They're not spamming Remembrance down our throats. So yeah, definitely, I would encourage everyone who disagrees with... Well, let's not say disagrees with his passive, because I think that's a lot harder to say. I would encourage everyone who doesn't want a future of HSR filled with global passive characters to spend as little or nothing as possible on HSR during 3.2. Because if you're pulling for free, that's still stats with Castris, but they're not saying they made money off of Castris, right? That's pretty good. At the end of the day, I'm sure they care a little bit about the stats we're pulling, but I think what Hoyoverse wants to see, because it's the real world, is they want to see the money made from Castris pulls. So I encourage everyone to do that. And I'll see, because Anoxa is cool too. I have to say, I like Anoxa too. I think Anoxa would slap on my Herda team. We're gonna play it by ear for whether or not I pull for Castris. We'll see what happens. I would say it's gone from a 110% to a 60% chance. Is what I would say about that. And that's my opinion. I'm still gonna keep playing the game. I still love the game. I think Castros and Anaxa are cool. I think the anniversary is incredibly generous. But I do think we have a power creep problem. I think global passives are definitely not the solution to that power creep problem. I think we need some 4 stars really fucking bad. That's my opinion to stay in the game after that live stream. You're going to try to get easier Eswin Castros, then you'll save for Hyacine. That seems like a good plan, Drakian. And the big is at 75 pity, and you lost your 50-50 from Mighty, so all you need to do is sneeze and she'll be home. Very real, very real. And that's perfect. A big you might as well do it at that point. Because, like, them getting 15 free-to-play pulls for Castros, that's not going to be a drop in the bucket. I mean, hell, you can argue that me not pulling for Castros is a drop in the bucket, too. But, you know, you have to believe that your actions mean something. Otherwise, what's the point for trying to do anything that matters in life? We need the man that gives people breast implants, lol. That's funny. You had pity 50, lost 50%. Huahua, gotcha, gotcha. Hopefully she comes in the first 10 and she comes home early, right? I mean, to be fair to Game, but there's only so much Game of Gods can do at that point. At 75 pity, it's, are you going to get the first 10 pull or the second 10 pull? But I agree with Hannah. I hope it's the first 10 pull for you, buddy. Yeah, it's already late. Yeah. My only problem with pulling Anaxa is gonna be like, I don't want to take Serval off my team. And that's the easiest thing to take off because, oh my god, y'all. Herder does so much damage with Mem's true damage buff. Like, holy shit, she does good stuff. So I don't want to take them off. And they kind of need sustain in the form of Aventurine or Ranmei. Or that's not Ranmei. In the form of Aventurine or Fusron. But I don't want to take off Serval. If that's a slot to take out, it makes me want Anaxa less by proxy. Because I want to keep using my 4 stars. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'm only going to pull for one of them. I need to save my Jade. I'm still saving my Jade for when Fate Stay Night comes out. Who's on my Herder team? We kind of heard most of it. Right now, it is the Herder. Serval, who works as kind of an energy battery. They have the light cone that gives energy when they do like a blast attack. So they can usually get an ultimate off like almost every turn, which is really good energy generation for the Herda. Then it's Remembrance Trailblazer. And then either Aventurine or Fusron. I go back and forth on which of those I like more for the Herda team. Main problem with Aventurine, he's more SP positive than Fusron, but Herda acting again and again from Mem can sometimes make Herda lose Aventurine's shield before a follow-up attack triggers, and then she can take some damage, which isn't great. You also pre-grinded for him and he had everything for him ready. Man was about to be a 10-10-10, have relics. I think it'd be really funny if I pulled more for a Mighty right now, after reading that from Biggie Miggs. Move Herder than easy. True. The Anaxa Serval team's about to hit. I mean, the real solution is to go. That's not the real solution. There'd be no healing on that team, so it wouldn't work for very long. But obviously, I just take off to sustain, get Castros and Anaxa, then I go full DPS, and Castro keeps him alive. Yeah, it sucks you pre-farmed and then lost. It's so sad. He didn't come home, so he maxed out Firefly. Nice. Comfort eating. All right, let's move on from that a little bit. I've said my piece. I'm happy with what I've said here. So this April Fool's. Oh, I think I see this. The Grand Restaurant, huh? That sounds cute.
Becoming a chef means offering all of yourself up to satisfy the taste buds of others.
So true.
But will you be the one left standing at the top?
Well, wishes are cooked and served.
I've already paved the way for you. If you don't want to succeed me, then leave.
Is that Mighty as Noble? Oh, I love that. Good TED talk. Thank you. Agrees pretty much everything you said. I'm happy to hear that. My typing. Oh no. I think I'm going to release you to go to bed if you'd like, Hannah. I know you kind of stayed up late to hear my thoughts at the end, which I really appreciate. I don't want you hurting yourself for my sake. I'm glad you agree. I don't want to say I hate the game now because I don't. A majority of that session was cool. Of that live stream was exciting, but there was one glaring issue and one glaring omission of something. The omission being 4-star characters. Please, Hoyo, I want a 4-star character to E6 again. It's just not fair. Yeah, you're gonna call it a night. Sounds good. Looks like HSO hired the Pokemon Animation Studio.
Can I still do this?
Of course. You just need...
Do you still need help?
Why are they all like children? They're like they're all like half the size.
Everyone, go create your era.
Tribby the taste tester. Awesome. Oh no! Even Cypher's there. Nice chef.
These two.
Summer intern. Your Bez calling me. Glad we'll catch one of your streams again. Very happy. Hopefully I can catch one of yours soon as well, Hannah. Have a great rest of my stream. Thank you, Hannah. Have a great sleep. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow.
Worthless students of mine.
Worthless? Oh my god, mine.
Aren't you supposed to be the savior of the kitchen?
Oh, he's a summer intern. Chill.
This tastes horrible. I want to speak to your manager. You're fired.
Black tide's rising. The core flame's dying.
It's not time to say goodbye yet. Ingredients are prepped. The menu.
Oh, nice cucumber.
Could be updated.
I'd watch the show.
Welcome to the Grand Chrysos.
I still think Grand Restaurant is a better name.
Coming to theaters this December. I'd watch it. I'd watch that movie. That's a good looking movie right there. That's a good April Fool. That's a good April Fool's. Oh man, I talked for a while. I thought I was gonna play some game afterward, but we're 3 hours in. I kind of gotta go do other things with my day. Maybe if I hadn't done the April Fool's Day, I would have had time. Let's see. What have I not done yet? Because the version's almost over. Must have cost quite a bit. Make the animation, you mean? Probably. Like, that's dedication to the art of the prank. That's way cooler than waking up someone with, like, a cream pie. Like a clown. Bop. Now I should watch a Casper's video. I don't know if I should. They said that it is going to be directly inside the story for 3.2. So I can't. Part of me wants to like save our reaction for when I see it in the story. Am I crazy for that? He didn't watch it. I didn't. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. It's true. You guys are about to make me watch it, aren't you? I'm not even gonna have a chance to play games. I think that's for another one. I thought they said it's for that one. I guess I can watch it either way. I just want to check here. Ooh, that's not loud. Someone must be at the door. Let's see here. Because I technically, like, the roof room's not quite done yet. I guess I can always just do another HSR actual game day in the future. We can do like an end game day, go through all these I haven't done yet to recommend the fresh version within. On down the animation stuff for 3.4 or something. I heard it's starting in 3.3 for sure, and I thought they said it was actually going to start 3.2, but maybe I misheard. Yeah, I have like literally the last event for this. Like if we look at this, it's literally 3 out of 4 for everything complete. Well, I haven't claimed the character yet. Not that it matters. These are all... Well, okay. It maxes out my Pela, sure. We'll do it another day. Sure. We'll finish up with Stochastorus and we'll call it for the day. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Because tomorrow's going to be a game called The Bazaar. Thursday's going to be Zenless Zone 0. So I guess I can do it Friday. Friday usually is my HSR day. It's usually rail into the weekend Friday, so I'll do that. Slackdown game, not too bad. Hey, I did all the events I had to. I finished off the funny appraisal one. Just got one stage left to do. It's tough when I'm only doing HSL 1 day a week, right? Because I do HSL 1 day a week, Magic 1 day a week, ZZZ 1 day a week, and then Bazaar 1 day a week. It fills up. It fills up quickly. I still haven't finished SU yet. I'm on like World 7. Oh, brother. I'm sure with Aglaya you can breeze through it, right? Wait, 7 minutes long? Well, I didn't sign on for an anime episode. Okay, fine, I'm committed. Sure. You've just been lazy. Fair enough, fair enough. I'll try to do it when you can so you can unlock those new plain ornaments to work with. You also, you don't need to do them as bad anymore now that DU is a thing. Divergent Universe. Get napkins. Nah, I'm a big boy. It's fine.
Please, I fucking use this. Let me go. I don't want to die, please.
Oh, yeah, she was execution.
Like this. Just let me go. I don't.
Oh! That transition of the cloud crumbling was good. That was good. And now Cassius is sad.
Icy hands.
I hate my hands. I mean, it's not going to go well. We know Idonia is underneath the Black Tide. Like, it's not going to be a happy story. It's actually a really nice animation, though, huh? They pull up the MiHoYo Anime Studio for it. That's baby Castros, I guess. I'm so alone. Don't touch her, you'll literally die. Is it bad that I'm just thinking about that one clip from Rick and Morty where Rick said he had like the instant death thing on, and when the security guard touched him, he died instantly? Is it bad that I'm thinking about that after that execution just happened? She's a I could tell. She's a little baby. She's too young to be all alone. Don't touch the...
Get it over with. End its suffering.
No. That's so sad. Damn. Did she even touch it?
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
Killing people when you don't have the medicine to treat them. That's pretty tough. That seems a lot worse than killing a deer. Oh, hold on, cat time. Doc's here to support me for the sad anime. Even with gloves on? That is sad.
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Oh, the stick. Aww. Well, that's really cute. She can't do it. She can play herself. I would risk to give her a hug. Oh my god. Thank goodness you weren't born in a fantasy world, Biggie. You would have been killed by the first hot succubus you see. Is hot succubus redundant? Probably. Is she dead? I was gonna guys, you'll die. I know she's precious, but it's not worth killing yourself. You just make her feel worse as your corpse falls off of her body. Not because she's hot, because she really needs it. Okay, one's gonna respect it. She will feel better for 1 second, and then she will feel way worse as your corpse slumps off of her body. can't kill snow. That's good, right? I don't know. She just make a snowman. Okay, now we're grown-up casters. We should have had a snowman shot. Actually robbed. 1 second is all that's needed. Sure, buddy. If you turn to Thanos, bro would refuse to let go until his limbs no longer existed. So lots of time has passed. Now she's back at Idonia, sure. That's a lot of tombstones.
Is that you, Castorus?
That's the old friend.
All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain.
Being immortal's tough. Would not want that. Watch all my friends die.
Must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that I didn't realize she was immortal. Like, I probably should have assumed that in the first few versions, but this is definitely confirming it for me. I didn't realize. That's kind of ironic that someone who is blessed by death can't die themselves, at least not of old age.
I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
Is a hug coming in?
Big Sister Castorus, your hands are so warm, just like anyone else's. So go on, don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
First hug in her life, probably. They've done some really good use with colors in Amphoreus. I gotta say, I love the watercolor piece at the end of like Trippy's little arc in the 3.1 story. I thought that was great. Wonder what's needed to kill them? Yeah, I don't know. You have to get close enough to start with when she's trying to not die, which is probably really tough. This 3.0 will keep making you want to cry. I know, right? I got teary-eyed doing Trippy's story too. Amphoreus is such an incredibly tragic world. It's crazy. That's pretty sad. Most dangerous being ever? I don't know. I wonder how an encounter of Castorus versus Acheron would go. The self-annihilator?
Can hands like these really be warm?
I think when it comes to Mighty, she'd probably kill him and then he'd just, you know, come back because he's built like that. I watched a Tribute Story 3 times and cried every time. Damn, Big, that's so sweet of you. I need you for moral support. Doc is the reason. Doc here is the reason I'm not crying right now. Yo, why are you looking at me like that? Who's looking like he's an evil and intimidating horse, and I'm an awesome lesbian couple. Well, why'd he look... Chat, what's the lore for this? Why does Elk staring at me like that? What the fuck? Who's got a look to him? Well, that's a good way to make me feel better after the sob story. I thought to start crying here. And I get stun locked by an insanely detailed deer. That's Elio true. Trust. That actually is the confirmation that the Stellaron Hunters are coming to Amphorius. That's funny. That's good. All right, chatters. Well, that was fun. That was a good day. A lot more reaction content than I'm used to. That'll never become a norm. That'll never be a norm for the channel, hopefully. I'm not interested in spending all my days reacting to something, but I'm glad I did it today. It was some pretty important stuff to react to. And we started with a pretty fun meme. I got punished for it. Biggie punished me for it. But worth it, honestly. Let's try something to rate out into. I do think I'm going to call it there. It was past 5. It's a little bit later than I wanted it to be, but I also started this later than I wanted to. I had some work I wanted to get done on LinkedIn. So the length of time is about what I want it to be. So we're chilling at 3 hours. Who is streaming still? Let's see. Twitch here. There's a Kiwi on Genshin. There's a Damien playing Split Fiction. There's an Unknown playing Genshin. There's a Blue Nocturne playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That sounds kind of good. Unless y'all... The stream just started. We can give a little fun little stream, fun little raid to get them starting well, you know? Unless anyone in the chat disagrees, I'm thinking Nocturne with Monster Wilds coming up. Also, it's just starting. If we're lucky, they will have a funny little April Fool's prank that we'll get to witness just in time. Who knows? Yeah, hearing nothing. We're probably going to go ahead and do that to see so that they can start off right. Hell yeah, Monster Hunter. That's what I like to hear. So, plan for the week. I kind of said earlier, but I'll repeat it here. Tomorrow is the grand opening of the Bazaar. I'm very excited. It is entering... It's gone from closed beta to open beta. We're now entering the full version with a new character. So we'll be checking that out tomorrow. It's going to be hella fun. It's a super fun auto battler roguelike PvP game that I love. Thursday, probably be more Bazaar. Maybe some ZZZ as well. Friday, we'll do a little good proper Hoyo day. Finish off HSR stuff. Then spend some time on ZZZ. Saturday, might be some more Bazaar. Just because it's that new patch. We'll see how I feel though. If you are a lovely follower, you can use that top rated message. If you're a generous subscriber, you can use the bottom one. Thank you all so much for stopping by Steaks Diner today. I hope you enjoyed the freshly made content that was delivered to you. Stay healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. There's still going to be a full game of server issues. You're really right. We're going to be struggling to get into the server, but I'm willing to struggle.